What's up, everybody? No intro because I'm being, what do you call that? Not a strike.
Again, copyright.
Copyright, yes. Getting copyright, so I got to come up with a new intro. Maybe something shorter, short and sweet, but later. But no, I'm doing better since last week because I was sick like a dog, man. Oof. Having to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get my kid ready for track, and he made it on the track team.
Nice.
Yeah. So, and he has his first meet this Saturday, so we have to get ready for that too. And so, yeah, waking up at 5 o'clock, get him breakfast, and then take him to school because I got to drop him off at 6 o'clock in the morning. Dude, it's been a beatdown. It's been a beatdown. But I still put some gaming time in because I've been playing God of War, which I'm almost done with. I can't wait to finish that so I can start something new. Both on Xbox and PlayStation. Yes, I have both. And I gotta see what's next on their premium catalog. You know, their so-called Game Pass that they got. So I think one of the Silent Hill games is on there that I've been wanting to play. So I'll play that. But since then, nothing else. Just trying to get better. And but a lot of stuff happened since then, man. Sony's gonna stop putting PC games out there, and Project Helix here, and then they close down a studio, and then Asha, making her announcement in the first week of the job, and then Kieran over there like kicking some ass on Twitter.
Yeah, taking names.
And then dumbass Dreamcast guy saying that something looks ugly, don't even have nothing to go on.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking idiot, dude.
He has 8 seconds of logo,
and he's here in the Louisville area, which is fucking embarrassing.
Look. He's in Texas?
Yeah.
Oh, what an embarrassment.
Yeah, he's in Louisville. I don't know where in Louisville, which is only like 15 minutes away from where I live. When I found that out, it was just like, oh, God, what an embarrassment, man. To have that guy.
Why do you think I call him out for going to QuakeCon with him instead of me?
Come on now.
Hey,
I'm
man.
going to QuakeCon with that fool.
Hey, man.
But that's it, man. I haven't done much on the gaming except playing God of War, trying to finish that up. And
You playing on the Ally?
No, PlayStation.
You're not playing on the Ally? Oh, you're
Not
playing
right
on the
now.
PlayStation?
Not right now. Yeah. What was I playing on the Ally? I was playing that Ninja Gaiden game, the Ragebound.
Oh, right. You finally beat that.
Yeah. So I was going back and forth on Xbox and on the Ally too. So. Which is a good game for that device because it's a side scroller. What's up, Punny? What's up?
Put these in the cat,
bruh.
That's the brother, man. That's our homie.
Bruh.
Always
This guy was
supports.
missing, dude.
Big up you, Punty. Shoot.
Yeah,
Big up
was
Tech.
missing for a
Big up
while.
you. Yeah, man. Good to have you back.
What about you guys? How you guys been? My drink.
Hey,
Need a
Realist,
drink.
you go first. What you been doing up to, Realist?
He's like nothing.
Nothing. Or his mic is muted.
No, you would pick me when I'm on mute, right?
Didn't know.
Bro, I told you I was cooking, man. I just ran to get a fan. I actually stole my daughter's fan.
Why you need a fan for?
Because it's
She's
hot,
hot.
man.
I
was just
man.
cooking.
It's like 60 degrees.
Man, no, it's not.
Okay.
I don't live in Dallas.
Let's see. What's that? My window.
Temperature probably like.
The widget sucks, man. 76.
I was just about to say 70 something.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like 76. I've been on the money lately.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's hot. What have I been doing? I mean, with life, I've been doing nothing, man.
For real?
I've been losing. Just going to work, bro. Nothing interesting in life,
Okay,
right?
I
didn't go on this cool business trip or nothing like that.
I never asked you, but we just kind of assume what you do. But what do you actually do?
I told you that I own a truck and I drive.
Like what?
Chemicals.
What, big rigs or what?
Chemicals, yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I told you that I had a truck.
So I figure you were some sort of hot shot delivery or something. But I
No.
I don't know what size.
Like a truck, like what do they call it?
Like
a
Optimus
tractor.
Prime?
Big rig trucker. be a big rig trucker without the hat, or maybe with the hat,
like Optimus Prime.
That would be cool. Those are either a Western Star, but then you're talking about like the old school. They don't make them like they don't make them like that anymore. The cab over, the flat face.
The flat face.
Yeah, like they don't make them like that anymore.
No.
Nope. I mean, just look at it. It's little. It's compact.
Just
imagine how hard it'd be to stand up in there and to work on. So they don't make them like that anymore. I mean, I see some Canadians have them, but yeah, that's what I do.
Now they make them look like a dog.
And so now I don't go anywhere. I just stay in Houston.
So you own your own rig?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How much did it cost you? I mean,
and he's parking it in a subdivision, aren't you?
No. It's since I haul hazardous chemicals have to be I guess overnighted, housed, whatever you want to say, in what they call a safe haven.
Mm-hmm.
And so a safe haven is going to be gated and protected.
Like Walmart?
And hell no. I mean, technically it is, but no, like secured in a place like you can't just come in. Like if you got like what's something like meth.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I know.
Because like you got a bunch of those drug addicts that'll go bore a hole in a truck or in a trailer thinking they're gonna live. Because once you bore a hole, that pressure, I mean, there've been a few of them like in Oklahoma. But yeah, so the truck stays in the gate.
Yeah.
And then I jump in my car.
Do you think they transform at night when nobody's watching?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, everything happens when nobody's looking. You know what I mean? That's why like nobody like, and for some reason it's never caught on film.
Yeah.
So like, yeah. But no, that's what I do, man. It's very boring. No, this is why I'm able to listen to every audio book I want and YouTube video because I just listen and roll.
You just listen to like some 70s Smokey and the Bandit music?
I just told you what I listen to.
Guess that's a no.
Does that look like a hillbilly to you?
Listen, well, like Willie Nelson. I don't even know what you describe yourself as. So I'm like,
Willie Nelson on the road. Willie Nelson on the road again. You never, bro. I've been on camera before. I don't like being on camera.
He's like the guy from Cyberpunk, man. The one in the limo.
I get you, but he's spoken of it, but I've always missed it. I've never seen what he looked like. I mean, he's got his thumbnail and stuff, so I figure I know what he looks like, but I've never literally seen what he looks like.
In Hondo? Okay, we've all seen Hondo, right?
We all seen Hondo. Yes.
Okay, how tall do you think he is?
I know
he always talks about how tall he is.
Yes.
He's like 6 something.
I figured he was like sub 6.
Yeah, me too.
I always figure that. I mean, assume that. And then he was talking about his height somewhere on Twitter, like he's 6 foot, like 6 foot or more than 6 foot, right?
He's like 6 even, maybe 6'1".
Okay.
Because he's shorter than Lemon. So, but I was saying 5. But no, you're right. Yeah, he's like 6'0", maybe 6'1".
Yeah. Yeah.
No, he says his son is 6'4" or something like that.
I'm 6'4". His son is 6'4". Lemon is 6'5" when Awake Dragons is. So, and that's a big boy.
Oh my God.
Nice.
Ugh. Soda's coming up, man. Nasty
ass. Yeah. Almost up your nose.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
So yeah. That's it.
But
so, yeah. Playing some back. Smokey and the Bandit, huh? You have a bandit with you?
Man, nah, bro. I want a dog, but you can't bring dogs into chemical plants.
Yeah.
So I realized, like, man, traveling all over the nation, building chemical plants, I realized Houston is the energy capital of the nation.
Yeah, big ass state like that. Shit.
No.
They are.
It's I don't know if it's the capital of it, but I'm sure it's heavily involved in multiple industries.
Well, you can call it whatever you want to call it. It's got the most energy companies here.
Yeah, they do.
Like, there are the most energy companies here. Out of the United States, it probably produces the most natural gas and oil outside of Alaska.
Yeah, I do.
So they call it the energy capital of the United States for a reason.
Yeah.
But anyway, there are several plants that could use somebody to just drive to them. So I went and bought myself a truck. Got out of the crane and go sit to another fat man job.
Now, are the trailers the trailers you pull? Is those like? Do you have to have one of your own? Do they provide it because they got the stuff on top?
I would never buy that, but
No.
you can. If I did buy one, it'd be asphalt because they're minimal, not as much scrutiny on asphalt. But for like chemicals, I mean, you still have to do your UT. I used to do that for a living too. Inspect. You still have to do your UT, your VT. Okay, ultrasound test, visual inspection, leak testing. You still have to do that to all of them. And you can drive a chemical trailer. You can drive a chemical trailer for forever, as long as you have no leaks, no structural damage, and you can just update your chassis and your tandems, your tires, keep them aligned or whatever.
Yeah.
But yep, that is what I do.
It's a bitch on your knees, though, right?
What?
The driving.
Who?
Your knees. I had a friend,
What is?
I had a friend that was doing truck driving as well, and he always complained about his knees. Like they were just, it ruined.
He
it.
fat?
No, he wasn't fat.
He hurt himself?
I don't know if he hurt himself, but it's like.
I'm just trying to figure out how it hurts his knees. You just sit on your ass.
No, maybe that's what it is. Just sitting on your ass all day, and you finally get up, and then you gotta get up and like, oh my god, what are these things?
And then the seat has air suspension, so you're not bouncing hard or nothing. I mean, you do bounce, but it's not bouncing hard. So I don't really know how his knees hurt from driving, getting in and out of the thing. But normally that only affects old people and fat people.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to pull yourself up and pick yourself up, But nah, I don't know. Not
You
for
got the
me.
little bed in the back and everything.
Yep, a purple.
What?
And I don't ever get in it, but I would if my woman got on my nerves enough. I'd just go live in my truck.
Just go back there.
Yep.
All right.
I grab, back in the day, because when I used to do over the road, which was like regional, like I'd spend the night over the road, come back, go to like Oklahoma and back.
Mm-hmm.
I would I had a TV and laptop and all that, and but now I don't do that. So shoot, man, it got on my nerves enough. I got a little generator and I crank it up. Got an air conditioner, crank it up. Plug in the Ally.
You got a little pee bag so you don't have to get up?
Nope. Why would I do that? Look.
Well, you don't want to stop, I'm sure it's a big hassle to stop a big truck like that, no?
It's not, bro. You just this is what I'm okay.
I don't know. I don't drive one, so
you really want to talk about this? Okay, I will. So look,
tell us. Go ahead.
You can only drive for so long per day. It's not like back in the day where you can get all coked up and drive as long as your body would allow you to.
Uh-huh.
You can only drive for 11 hours a day.
Uh-huh.
You have equipment watching you and stuff, right? Like these all types of machines and stuff
that
like watch
tells you, hey, you're on your last
hour. It's like stuff that beeps and stuff when you're
You have AI
too
yelling
far
at
left
you. It's
or
like
right.
you have 10 minutes left.
Camera is watching you, see if you're actually awake and stuff. I've seen all types of wild. I don't know if any of this is true.
That exists. Yes, it does exist.
Oh, okay.
But you know somebody's paying for that, and I ain't. So you know, but
yeah, those are fleets more there. They'll track their drivers to make sure they're behaving
right
and stuff like that.
now, I do have a dash cam because they're in cameras under my mirrors because you know people are stupid, and sometimes people just need a bailout. You know, like yesterday there was a guy. He tried, like, I'm getting over. I'm middle of the lane. This dude's still trying to drive around me. I mean, he's still trying to stop me from getting over. So I look over, I stop, but I don't get back over. I just let him feel the fear because he has nowhere to go but to run over the curve. Or look, man, he plays stupid games, man. So look, and he's like, and so I just sit there, and he slows down. I get over, make the U-turn. He come pull up on the side of me. You hit my tire. I said, man, I didn't hit your tire. And then he said, you did. And he broke his camera out, like, so take a picture. And I did my hand, like the old school movie camera, and did like the reel with the camera over one eye and point at the camera.
Yeah.
So that was the end of that. So for me, man, I would drive, and you know how Houston is, Texas is trucker friendly, period. So there are plenty of places. Today I found a great deal. I bought some Buenos for 67 cents a piece. I bought the whole case of them.
Buenos. What are Buenos?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have Buenos.
I've never heard. I just know that means good, but I haven't heard the word multiple. So that's not a thing.
I thought Bueno made it because they had a Super Bowl ad. Anyway, there are these like wafer with Nutella hazelnut on the inside.
Yeah, okay, I do know what you mean.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, I know they're everywhere because they had a Super Bowl ad. But yeah, they're like $2.50 a piece. And my kids love them.
Shit, just give me a box of Nutty Buddies. I'm good.
Nutty Butters or Nutty Buddies?
Butter.
No, I don't like Nutty Buddies. No, Nutty Buddies always seem stale when I get one.
I don't know, man. I can eat a whole box in one sitting. It's so good.
So to answer your question, I do not drive so long to where I have to pull over and piss in a jug. Like that is the most nasty, lazy crap you could do. Driving around with a old shaking up piss jug just splashing on the side of you while you drive, splashing with every bump, and then the next thing you know, you kicked it over and you got piss all over the place.
bro.
So no, I don't. And I got a nice little Mexican rug that I bought at the down in Laredo on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to piss on that, man.
You got bobbleheads on the dash?
No, I don't.
I would have some Simpsons ones. That's about it. But I have
that'd be cool, man. I'm not as involved, man. That's for those guys who don't have a life, and their life is their truck.
You're not part of the trucker group, like the trucker Discord channel or anything like that.
He ain't got the hat. He ain't got the vest. He ain't got none of that stuff. That's a 9 to 5.
No, because I'm gonna tell you, man. Look, I did it. I didn't want to be bothered. Just like sick, man. I went to school for aviation technology. 9/11 happened, and then I was making $14 an hour at Continental, and I was like, I don't know. And from there, where did I go? Back to school. Went back to school for nursing. And then I heard about this thing that I could do and make some money.
Sit on my ass.
I could make more money than a nurse. Well, I didn't start off as a crane operator. I started off as a rigger, the guy who rigs up the load to go on the crane.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those guys, you're still gonna make $35 doing that. So I did that, and then, well, no, it wasn't even that. No, I went to school for NDT, not nursing. I went to school for NDT. Because you had NDT, NDT in aviation, but I didn't take it. My cousin, he actually was a diver. He went to school for diving, and that was a part of his curriculum. He had been telling me to
Scuba
do it. Man, I was like, man,
like like
yeah, basically, yeah. But
like the Navy
you scuba
diving
dive,
thing?
you scuba dive to do your non-destructive testing.
Kind of like that Cuba Gooding
So-
Jr. movie.
Don't know.
There
but,
was a
but
movie of him like playing this like the first black scuba diver with that big heavy breast thing. You know what I'm talking about?
no. Oh yeah.
And
Like,
I
how
know
do you
of the
even move in?
movie,
How do you
but,
even move in that thing? I know what you're talking about. The big window on the front.
yeah, with a big window in the
But
front. Yeah.
like it looked like something from Fallout. But
Exactly.
But yeah, he had been telling me to do it, man, and I was like, yeah, I don't know, man. $20,000. I just spent $17,000 for aviation that I'm still paying on, and then I found a place that I could do it for $7, so I gave them $7, and I did it. Then when was that? I think that was Barack Obama. Barack Obama said no more Trans-Canada pipeline, because that was my job, inspecting the pipe that was going, the pipe that was going from Tejas to Canada.
Yeah, you were laying down some pipe.
I was not laying it; I was inspecting it. Weld inspector.
That
So
doesn't
anyway.
sound good either, the way you said that.
Right.
Well, I mean, it just depends. It just
But
depends
he's
on
gonna be
how
like pause.
it's the connotation for pipe. I mean, I'm actually just talking about regular old pipe,
Oh,
flow
He's being
pipe.
literal, folks.
Yeah,
He's being literal.
flow pipe, man. So yeah, man. Once that went away, man, I was like, man, I don't know, man. Then I went back to college. That was nursing, and then I ran to a guy because I used to work at a pipe inspection company, a valve inspection company. He was like, man, why don't you just take what you got and do this? And I was like, I don't know, man. And then I went to my wife and I said, hey, man, what should I do? She was like, I don't know. Do what you want to do.
As long as it makes money.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I started doing that. But after the construction thing, I got into the truck, bro, just like I said. And it ain't bad, man. Make good money, but it's for me. For me, I mean, I like to use my brain, and like I don't really have to use my brain at all.
That's overrated. Dude.
So you got to multitask other things to keep it going, don't you?
That's overrated. Using your brain.
Get the
No,
F out
it's
of here,
not.
man. That's all you do. No, you know why?
Hmm.
I know why Tech is saying that because that's what he has to do all day. Eventually, gets tired.
I do. Have
You
to
need a balance.
Lee, really?
I got a code,
It has to be a balance, okay? Because if you're not using your brain all day, it's torture. If you have to use your brain all day, it's tiring. You want a balance.
I just want to know what kills more brain cells, sniffing gasoline or reading Twitter.
Oh, reading Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that nowadays. But Kay, you've been back on it, by the way.
Yeah.
Wait,
But I have been good. I have not gone over the top.
No, you've been
No,
taking
he
victory
hasn't
laps.
been saying anything bad. He's just
No, not
making
at all.
his
Not at
point.
all. In comparison to last week, that was the point I'm making. Last week, when he was all ashamed of himself, and I was digging in on twisting the knife somewhat. I ain't gonna say somewhat literally.
Your boy Keely made a post today about the Xbox thing, and guess who had to respond?
No, Kieran been kicking his victory laps.
What did you respond with?
Down.
What did you respond with?
It's like, is this horse face like degenerate talking again? Someone take his devices away.
I'm surprised he hasn't blocked you yet. Oh, that's great. See, that was me last week. See, I've been good this week. But I have been tweeting. But I've been good this week.
So what's up, man?
Did you read the comments from the last show? Did you read the comments from the last show, Tech?
No, what would happen?
So someone commented on the last week's show. It says, Realist has been sitting back, not saying anything for 45 minutes, and these clowns keep interrupting him when he does talk. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. I got to do better. So every time I interrupt, I'm going to put myself on a 30-second mute.
Thank you.
Realist is dying.
Hey, no, but look, I was a willing participant in this whole career day thing, but look, trucking is just like when I was running cranes. It's not a career; it's a profession. So look, I've been playing the hell out of Outer Worlds.
Number 2?
I've noticed that. I
Tell us,
noticed you've
tell
been
us.
playing Outer Worlds too. How you liking it?
Number 1 or number 2?
2.
No,
I beat
you've been
one.
playing
I
two.
beat one. I beat one the
Wait.
first
You
weekend it
beat a
came
game?
out.
You finally beat a game?
No, I haven't beat it yet. No, I haven't beat it yet.
No, you said you beat number 1.
Yeah, I beat one when it came out, bro.
Oh, you beat that game?
Bro, like over the weekend, it was way
No,
smaller.
That's the only game I know that you've beaten.
That's a lie.
Man.
That's a lie. I beat Final Fantasy 16.
16. That's right.
I beat well, you can't beat Vampire Survivors. I platinum Astrobot. I beat God
That's
of
not a
War.
game.
I beat it has a nice tech demo. I beat God of War and God of War Ragnarok. I beat Last of Us 1 and 2. I beat
Death Stranding?
what's that game? Heck no. I beat because look when I
Vendetta.
I almost got it because it's $2.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
No, I haven't beaten Cyberpunk yet.
Oh, okay.
I beat
And you're in it too.
what's it? Bro, I ain't even that big. I just let you slide with that. But look, when I first got that PlayStation 5, bro, that was my first PlayStation. So I played all the quote unquote bangers.
Bangers.
I beat Ghost of Tsushima.
The new bangers out today.
Tsushima.
Oh God, no,
Bro,
yeah,
y'all
okay.
gonna have to fill me out on one of these things. What else have I beat? But like on Xbox, I would have to go to Exophase. I beat so many games, bro. Oh man, when I got the Steam Deck, I beat so many 2D platformers and Metroidvania.
You did a lot on them handhelds. Yes, you did. Yes,
and
you
then
did. The handheld king.
Yeah, bro. Like, I was
Ric
killing.
Flair of handhelds.
Let me see, man. But
16
this year,
times.
nah, I haven't beat anything this year. I have to look at Exophase to see what I beat last year. But like, I'm not on your level. I keep it real, bro. And like for me, bro, I have so many games. I got subscriptions.
Yeah.
And it's like when you start on one thing, another thing comes up. I started trying to beat Octopath Traveler. I actually like that game. I think I told you about that last time.
Yeah. How you
But
liking
like-
Outer Worlds 2?
Yeah, you
I want to
did.
hear your experience Outer
Okay.
Worlds 2.
So tell us.
Hold on, he's preparing himself.
I don't. Okay. Let's
This
just say
guy,
if I was giving it a rating, I'd give it like an 85. I can see what they tried to do, right? I enjoyed the Outer Worlds. I enjoyed a corny corporation versus corporation political intrigue and battle and all that, Auntie Annie's, and it's not Special's Choice anymore. But it's just bigger.
Mhm.
Like it's
Pause.
I can't say that it's okay. I can't see I can't say that like it does anything much better than the first one did. The stealth is whack. If you have to spec it, like if you don't have specs in it, you might as well not even worry about stealthing. And it seems like it's kind of like I guess that's their formula. It's kind of like Avowed. I could beat Avowed tonight. I'm just holding off on it. Yeah, I'm on the last part. See, that's another one I put a lot of time in. But anyway, it's like how in Avowed tech, how like you're always not enough to get something done.
Yeah.
It's like it's got you set up to where you're never gonna get ahead of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it is. It's like certain things you have to hack, but you don't have the points. It's stingy with the points too. But
Yeah, but do you do all the side stuff first so you can build up your characters so you can knock out the main missions like I do?
bro, it doesn't matter. It's just like a vow.
Yeah.
Like you could do everything. You're only gonna have just enough to get to the next place.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get ahead. I mean,
not as-
and like
It's not as comprehensive as Avowed, though, right?
when you say comprehensive, what do you mean?
Like, like I mean, that's got all kinds of lore and everything else. Like, where I don't know how to describe it. Now you asked me the question. Like, is there?
I just expect me to respond.
No. I mean, and now that you asked me, I was like, how do I phrase it? I mean, there's all kind. There's crafting in Avowed, right?
Mm-hmm. Crafting in this
Is there
game too.
crafting in Outer Worlds too? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did it have like a previously on Outer Worlds 1 and then
In the beginning.
at the beginning? Okay.
Yeah, but see the thing is, it's still like Special's Choice and Auntie Annie's. It's still like making fun of like consumerism and
Yeah.
corporations basically brainwashing.
I do like when they put a previously on at the beginning just to kind of give you a refresher of what happened.
Yeah, I mean, because honestly, when they do stuff like that, you really don't have to have played the first one.
Yeah.
So, but
if you didn't, you
I really
dumb.
want.
But if you didn't play the first one, you dumb.
I just
Well-
started playing the first one, and I've only gotten
Honestly-
like 10 minutes, so I don't know that much.
So it's obviously two different teams, but they work together because I mean, it looks like, you know how they say Skyrim in space was Starfield.
Yeah.
This is Avowed in space. It's really more like that than a Fallout, because they tried to say it was Fallout. It was like Fallout. It had elements because it's made by Obsidian. It has elements, but it's not quite. And I'm not as invested in the dialogue. I haven't fallen in love with anybody. You know, everybody is just a means to an end. You know, that nobody's necessarily intriguing. None of your companions are cool to me.
There's not a
But-
character that you swear by, like you're like, that dude's cool. Nothing like that.
Nah, man, there's no like guy, because like playing that dispatch game, it's like, oh man, this guy's cool. You know what I mean? Like, what's his name? Flambe. You know, he's a douchebag, but he's cool. You know, it's nobody like that. Like none of the villains. The villains are all nerds because that's the whole thing.
Right?
They're managers.
Team counters.
You know what I mean? so I guess if you get like invested in that way, where they're like all Bill Lumberg, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how they are. You know, like when you encounter a boss, he's got a whole long diatribe of nerddom to throw at you,
Yeah.
to tell you why he's doing what he's doing, and like the way that people are, they're like slaves. It kind of reminds me of We Happy Few in a way, but I'm
That
enjoying it.
I couldn't finish that one.
85 isn't a bad score though. So I mean, it's a pretty
No,
good score.
dude,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Okay, character-wise, are they also like Hi-Fi Rush a little bit in terms of that? With all the corporism and all that, but that was more cartoony.
Hi-Fi Rush was whimsical.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas this one is like, they're serious, but they're smart. And so like they're lecturing you because you can't possibly understand why we would concoct this plan of evil. You know what I mean? And like
You'll never.
you do a lot of,
You know what that reminds
do
me
a-
of? It reminds me of the architect in the Matrix.
and that's what they call God.
The architect.
Interesting.
And
Interesting. I didn't know that.
in Outer Worlds 2, the architect. So yeah, maybe there's some inspiration. I never thought about the Matrix during this, but yeah, I like it. But would I say you gotta play this? Because like Final Fantasy, like the story was just great. I told you I didn't really like the gameplay. It was like playing Last of Us 1. I liked playing Final Fantasy 16 because it looked cool, but what's the name of the game? The Last of Us was not fun. But the story, I played the game to get through the story. You know what I mean?
It was
God of
captivating
War.
to you. That's the word. It was captivating to you.
The story, definitely, yeah.
So on Outer
like-
Worlds 3, you think they having one?
No, they will, but they're working on Avowed too.
Man,
And
they
honestly-
need to be
honestly-
working on New Vegas too. They need Mama and Papa got to get back together, man.
But the thing is like Fallout is on fire right now. And Fallout 4 still hasn't fallen off. I mean, it's like from 18 to 14. That's still good for that game as old as it is. So that's why the word is you're gonna get a New Vegas remake from the fighting
Oh,
company.
no,
The
they
one who
just
used to make
confirmed
the one,
that's not true at all.
that's
So
inaccurate. Okay,
yeah,
but it's still out there that they're remaking those games. Fallout 3, not necessarily New Vegas, but a Fallout 3 remake. I
Mm.
don't know why they won't remake Morrowind, which is my favorite Elder Scrolls game. The game
Yes,
that
that'd be great.
the game
Yes.
that I credit for making me a hardcore gamer. You know,
Nice.
a guy that invests a job's worth of hours every year in video games. Because that's pretty much what I did. I played that game for 6 months every day after work and school.
Wow.
But yeah, I yeah. So I like it. So if people have a complaint, I get it. If people love it, I get it. For me, I like it a lot. I'm still playing it, but you know how I play. Tech. I play like you. I'm utilizing the map this time. I'm gonna go into every house because they have a lot of what do you call them, collectathons. But I like the rewards. They've been giving good rewards thus far. That's another thing. You when they reward you for looking where you would normally run by, you always find something good.
Yeah.
Or useful, not necessarily good, but useful. When you search a house, you're gonna find something good or useful. When you instead of when you leave a building just going straight on the beaten path, go walk around the building, you're gonna find a dead man back there with something you can use.
Yeah.
You know, and so I'm searching all the houses. I'm looking for the baseball cards or whatever the game that they have that's like baseball. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
Because there's a person in the beginning, because it's like, what's the name of the game? Assassin's Creed Valhalla. You had the little the game with the dice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I was the champion of that. Like I beat everybody. I had all the dice. I actually like that. I wanted to get into Gwent, but I couldn't. Trying to do different things.
Witcher 3, you mean? Gwent? That was the game, right? Okay.
Yeah, that was the game in Witcher 3. But yeah, that's my opinion on it. I give it an 85. Nothing's necessarily captivating so far, but and they don't do enough because I forgot how the guns work. Because you got plasma damage, you got fire, you got lightning, and it seems like lightning is the gun that works for everything.
Yeah.
They still had a hell of a year last year, though. Obsidian.
Oh yeah.
Three games in one calendar
Grounded.
year like that. Oof, that's pretty good.
Don't forget about Grounded, man. Like Grounded was like Grounded. Man, I'll quit that game.
So for me,
I hadn't played through.
So for me, since we need to get into topics, I mean, I'm always the one. I mean, not doing as bad. Usually, I wait an hour before I break it and say, okay, enough, fifth fapping about. Let's talk about the actual subjects. But anyway, I don't even have that much to say anyway. But because I really haven't played too much, but I've been setting myself up to. Last night, I picked up Scott Pilgrim X. I love the first one on 360. Always loved that game. The only issue I ever had was in the menus and stuff. It always had this bit of a lag. So when they re-released it as a complete edition, I scooped that up instantly because I also wanted it on PC, and I always wished it had been on PC. So it finally came, and they didn't do nothing about that bug. I swear it's just like a re-release. I don't know why they call it complete edition. I don't see what's so complete about it, other than they packed in the DLC. I guess that would be accurate name then. But still, right? So this new one, I never played the demo, even though I downloaded it, and I uninstalled the demo last night when I got the game and installed it. It's less than a gig, and
I never played it.
I'm just looking for some people to play with. I talked to Kay Asante. He's down to play with me co-op in that game. So I can't wait to do that. And then I realized another thing with Steam. There's a lot of demos because they just had the Steam Fest or whatever with all the indie demos that they had and stuff. And I'm like, yo, this is the problem I've been had with Steam. And okay, now that you two have the PC handhelds, Realist and I have another two people who's probably going to recognize what we've started recognizing a while ago now. And that is, with Steam, they got a lot of demos now, right? And you click on the thing, add to library. But now it starts filling up your list, and they don't even have a thing where it automatically segments it or whatever. And I've been complaining about that for a minute. I'm like, yo, they need to have a thing where it's all mixed in with everything else, right? At least in Xbox, you can go to the demo section, within the sorting right? And it'll
Yep.
show you just the demos or amongst, however you want to sort that. Steam, of all the things that Steam have, and people love to be up Steam's ass, they're the shit, this and that. They don't do that. But you can make your own categories and do that. So I finally did that for demos because most all the demos I have, it says demo in the name.
Yeah.
Right. So I just searched in the search box, for the word demo, and I highlighted all the games except for one that was a Demon Star. So it, DEMO was there. So I unchecked that, and then I put them all into the demo section, and now finally cleaned it up. So I'm like, oh, it's like, I don't know.
It's annoying. It's annoying to have demos as part of your like purchases.
The library.
Yeah.
Right. It's my library. I'm not OCD about stuff like this, but like I felt this kind of like, it feels better, right? When they were all grouped together in their own section, because that shit just annoyed me even more and more and more as I got more and more demos, especially after the Fan Fest or whatever they call that thing last week.
Yeah.
There was lots of those demos there. What, did Punty just say something?
No, because Xbox does the same thing where they put your demos or something
crazy.
as just part of your library, right?
Yeah.
And even though
that's why I delete it as soon as I'm done. I don't even keep
even
it
if
in
you
there.
delete it and you go back to your library where it's not downloaded, but you can see your collection, right?
Yeah.
It's still there, and there's an option to hide that, but it always keeps coming back.
Yeah.
Like then the OCD just comes out.
And the OCD kicks in.
It's like,
and
why do I want a demo of Zumba hype dance game? It's like, I don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you do. You know you why you have it. Don't lie. Don't blame it on the wife either. We know exactly why.
Kind of do. I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't gonna tell you wrong. Although fuck you for bringing it up. But anyway,
I don't want that anymore.
Yeah.
Come on.
But anyway. Yeah, so like I just been setting myself up, man. I seen a lot of stuff I want to start playing. Crimson Desert comes out.
Crimson Desert.
Oh boy. Now listen. Like when you were giving me all that credit, thank you. But it's not trying to be no victory lap. I had a little bit of inside information about that whole thing with the Play Anywhere. This is why I knew off first place. But even if I didn't,
the Black Viking tweet that I showed you, yeah.
No, not. Oh yeah, that. But not even that. But like, like I said, I know somebody who said, hey, look for these things, right?
Yeah.
I've known him since middle school, right? He works over there at Xbox and in that department even, right? He was like, yo, just look for this. When you search and use the AIs, there's certain flags. You ask the AIs, they'll be able to tell you, right? And that's why I started doing. And Realist, remember that conversation you were having? And I noticed, and I didn't want to go back and forth with you, make it sound like I'm nitpicking or making an argument out of it. But the way you asked the question was, I'm not trying to do it on some kind of but just to explain the whys and hows, right? Of why I knew. So, because I'm not really trying to take no victory lap on it. It's just I had a little bit of a, wink, nudge in the right direction of what to look for and how to look for it and what to say when looking for it, to get the results. So there's a game that I knew what to say to the AI for it to find it. And a lot of this stuff I've been talking about in the past month and a half, maybe 2 months about, Play Anywhere, and then come and find out all after the fact that maybe a game was Play Anywhere all along, or at least dual entitlement, which means you get the PC version and the Xbox version, but not necessarily Play Anywhere where like the save files don't cross over or anything like that. You just get both versions, but they're both separate, right? Like, what was that one game that did that? Not Iron Meat. What's the other one that's Blazing Chrome, right? Which I already had on Steam, but it was dual entitlement from day one. And so to me, I feel like I bought the wrong version, right? But they had it on sale for like $2.99. That easily fixed, right? Mm-hmm. Stuff like that. And I've been noticing a lot of this stuff now. And this ties into the whole, I guess, the real meat of the show, amongst other things. So, I've been trying to build up my PC library. I always, thought the PC is like the forever platform, right? I've always said I'm trying to build my own machine instead of depending on the console makers. I just need the platform to be right, and slowly that's always been happening, right? And so now we have this announcement. Now we always knew. Now people called it Magnus, and when Hunter noticed something that I said on his show earlier today around 6 when he started it, we finally know the name. I said, "Yo, we finally know the name," and he understood what I meant instantly because he said, "Yeah, now we know the name, or at least the code name." Project Helix, right? But
I like the name and I like the
everybody-
logo, by the way.
right, and it explains a lot. It makes a lot of sense now, don't
Yep.
it? But here's the thing about it: a lot of people were talking about Magnus. Nobody ever said Magnus officially. That's not the name. That might be the chipset, maybe even is Magnus or whatever the SoC. But if you look at it, actually, nobody's ever really said that. I don't even think Lisa Su said that. It was all these articles, everybody just using the same information. You know, it harkens back to the maybe this time last year or maybe a couple months into it about the so-called Xbox handheld, right? And even now the rumor still holds true. There were two handhelds. The Microsoft one got held back, and the other one got pushed forward. We know the other one to be the Xbox ROG Ally X. We know that to be the case. It fits in everything we knew. It's really just a PC handheld. The Xbox had their fingers in it, you know, assisted, blah, 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 especially with the operating system, but also with their design cues and stuff like that. But Asus know what to do. We already know they know what to do when it comes to this kind of stuff. They just want a little tweak and support and maybe some financial support so they don't have to do it all themselves. That's cool. But the other Xbox handheld itself, that was a real Xbox handheld, and I always like what you said, Tech, about using the SSD cards as the medium. I always thought that was a great answer to what
it's an additional option as for me, you know.
Yeah,
because it'd be a hybrid between PC and console, and if you have a console, hey, copied your game to that card and put the card in your handheld. Boom, you got yourself your Xbox on the go too. You know?
Right, use that same medium, right? Don't even change because that answers another thing I've said for years. You need to make the medium rewritable, but the problem is it has to be high speed enough to play the game off of. That's what SSDs are. And Microsoft, I'm sure, assumed that over time they would have dropped in price. And if it wasn't for this RAM apocalypse, they slowly were, but not fast enough. But they were over time, at least on the PC side. This time last year, I bought a 4 terabyte SSD just for games for like $2 and change, like $230 or something. I'd have to look on my Amazon list to see how much I really spent for it. I think it was like $35 or whatever. Now you go look at one of those, probably $1,000 or some crazy shit. I don't even know with this RAM apocalypse going on. But anyway, I'll bring it all. You didn't
give him my kudos, by the way.
Oh no, I'm getting to that.
Kudos?
Okay, I'll just make sure you didn't forget.
Kudos.
That's all.
Kudos?
Well, and so coming all back around, this is what I retweeted earlier. This is what I quote tweeted to the announcement, right, with Project Magnus. This is something Magnus, Project Helix, right? So even I say Magnus, right? But that's not the name.
Magnum.
Project Helix, right? This is something I've wanted from the turn of the century.
Helix.
Simple for the turn of the century, right? Console piece all together. And Kieran, he bigged me up on that. So like he knows, he's paid attention to what I've said. You guys have paid attention. This is what I've been talking about. It gets logical sense, right? And Kerry the Fox, the Fox on YouTube here. His first response was, they got to be using this hypervisor stuff to do all of this. That's obviously the way to execute this, right? A platform that can play Windows stuff and Xbox stuff, right? You just got to make sure the technical IP is within the GPU or whatever hardware you got, which I mean, they'll make that all standard, and PCs going forward will all have that. This is when, people start talking about all the OEMs and stuff. That's where the theory comes from in the first place, right? It all makes sense, right? But it just goes to show everything we've been saying. And it's funny how two things, right? Since a couple days ago, or maybe even last week, I forget when it really started, right? There's all this talk from SIKSLAYER and what's his name from and Chris Drink, who really started it the first place with his fucked up eyes. Fuck that guy. But anyway, right? Starting all this talk, PlayStation's giving.
Sounds like the hatred I have towards Keeley.
Man, we getting some fans for this show. Let me tell you, man.
Let me tell you. I'm telling you. And so like, bro, those two pieces of shit, like they started this whole talk, but Sony hasn't said anything. You know what they did though? PlayStation Asia put up a tweet, right? Advertising the DualShock again for PC use.
Yeah.
Right?
And then
they're really doing that, and this is what they do.
like, why are
right?
you announcing that if you're gonna get out of PC?
Right. And then Asha, and then today also was the day they dropped Marathon, right?
Yeah.
And then here come Asha. Listen, Asha's had a pretty goddamn fantastic week if you look back on it. And somebody tweeted that out, and I think I retweeted or
Great
at least
start to
liked.
the morning with the Team Xbox guys,
Mhm.
where we talked about our commitment to the return of Xbox, including Project Helix, the code name for our next generation console.
Let me. Can I give her props for a second?
Okay,
by the
no.
way?
I'm just gonna wrap it up. And you
Go
can
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Because I would have
Project
piggyback
Helix
on
lead
that.
in performance and play your Xbox
Right,
and
so-
PC games. Looking forward to chatting about more with partners and studios at my first GDC next week.
GDC
Bye.
is next week. Bro.
Man,
Yep,
you got to
yep.
stop that, man.
He's been putting in work.
You
and
got to
low
stop that,
key,
man.
And I'm noticing her timing is excellent. Like the thing she's doing is, but it's low key. But it's only been her first week. You know, give her time. Give her time. So yeah, Kieran. Like I had more to say, but it really, you know, I kind of lost it right there. But generally, I think I've said what I mean. So no, it's all good. It's all good. Because generally, I said what I.
No, I was gonna say I liked her message as well because she is directing the narrative the way she did this.
Yes.
Not it getting leaked.
Oh, here it is.
Not right. She came out, and
It's like I'll put it here in the chat on Discord.
Yeah,
you to
Punty
use.
likes the voice.
That's
The voice is annoying to me, but whatever. No,
Bye.
no. This is a good start
in-
for her with naming the with the
Yeah,
way
that
they
one.
announced
You
it.
got it.
Right.
You remember you could zoom in with control.
We-
It's
we-
also-
The new Xbox is gonna look like the original Xbox.
What?
You know, she talked about the return of classic Xbox. She's prioritizing
Yeah.
the console, bringing about the Blade.
There's
talking
some
about exclusive,
comment.
announcing
I mean,
new
I
system,
just
you know,
I just
first
saw a
week,
tweet.
bro.
I just saw a tweet that is. I mean, all this is speculation, but I just saw a tweet that was interesting. This is,
Yeah, that was
and I don't know how well this is. I just found out some juicy stuff thanks to a follower about Asha Sharman's plans for the next gen. Here are the most relevant details. And like I said, I don't know if any of this is true. They'll discontinue the Xbox Series S when Helix comes out, though they'll keep optimizing games for that console in the early years. I don't know if I buy that.
Well, they're gonna stop the hardware pretty quickly, I'm sure. But
Yeah, the Series X will drop in price and will basically be the new Series S in a manner of speaking. Xbox and PC exclusives with some man, we got to stop this.
What?
I am tired of us saying exclusives when it's Xbox and PC.
Yeah.
It's multiplayer, guys.
Yeah.
Now you can tell me that Helix is changing all that, but when I hear Xbox guys saying, and I know what they're saying, they want to get the titles off PlayStation. All right, fine. But when you're saying, well, I want Xbox to go back to exclusives,
Yeah.
that ain't happening.
Yeah, the same ones who's still mad about the change up in the first place, or who still haven't let that go, who still want to use it as a negative, right?
Right.
Because they want
It's
console
not. They're
worth.
not getting rid of
It's
PC.
still Xbox, but they're upset they don't have the ammo to console worth.
All right. They
Well-
say Xbox and PC exclusives with some exceptions for other platforms and games as a service titles. I can see that. I do think they're gonna. I do think that with the latest
That's another
news,
one, by the way.
they'll probably get it. Helix will be a pretty powerful console designed to last the next 10 years or more. That's ambitious.
That is kind of
PlayStation started
say.
changing its plans to launch games on PC when it found out about Xbox's 2025 plans. We will talk about that. I don't believe that, and I'll give the reasons for that later in the show. Asha Sharma wants the console to cost between $800 to $1,000. That's about what we were saying. I said $700 to $1,000, but that's about. I believe that will be the case. Now, here's interesting, and I'm going to piggyback off of the news that came out today that is not connected, but is connected. Xbox is talking with Steam and Epic to reach a commercial agreement for the selling games from Helix.
Yeah.
I am curious about this because of the news that came out between Epic and Google on their settlement.
Drop today. Drop
Yes.
today.
Because
they settled all that stuff.
if Epic, if Google's
I want to bring that up later.
If Google's bending the knee and they're dropping that 30% down, then I expect everybody else to start
I
following.
think it's 15 or 20 now. Yeah.
Right.
Just in time, right? It is related.
Yeah.
That
It's
sound
not
like
that
something. That sound like something I heard about 3 or 4 years ago.
Hey, man, this is what we've been talking about. We know that's what that whole lawsuit and court battle was about. You know, they finally settled this. This is why I big you up. Like, this is what you've been on and wanting. Like me as an end user, I don't give a fuck. That's their
It
money.
ain't
Oh,
I don't want
right?
it. They can fight. You
Right.
know, it's not necessarily I want it, but I just see that
You see it as a problem that needs to be resolved.
it is a problem. It is a problem.
I get you. I get you.
And what really made me see it is when
Fuck your shit.
CMA was going on. The way Satya said, instead of investigating us, they should be investigating other players in this space that make more money than everybody else but contribute nothing to gaming.
That's right.
The way he said it, it was like a little
anger,
incendiary, as incendiary as a little bald head man can get.
Yeah,
yeah.
You know, right. We all know he's right about that.
Bye.
No, so it'll be
that's
interesting to see if that carries weight throughout the others with that settlement. Very interesting because I think at the end of the day they realize both legal teams this has already been expensive. This is about to get a lot more expensive. Taking this through court, so I'm glad to see that. It'll be interesting to see because there is a legitimate question with Xbox's strategy. Why would we buy games from the Xbox storefront if we're just buy it from Steam, where Xbox
is a better platform? It's the features and stuff that it gives you. You know,
right?
That's why I get shit, and that's the tweet that you retweeted and you were shouting me out about. Like it's because of shit like that I always talk about.
Right. Play anywhere. Yeah, and that's what I mean. I said it last week, and it's starting to click with people that Play Anywhere isn't just a pro consumer move; it was a pro developer move.
Yes.
They don't have to do a Series S anymore. They don't have to do a Series X version anymore. By the way, unlike PlayStation, who now doesn't believe in generations, will have to do a PS5 version and a PS6 version.
Yeah.
Developers don't like that. It costs money. Also
tangentially related to that is the whole. Oh, okay, that's the thing I didn't get to finish earlier, and it fits in right here. I'm gonna make it real quick. They keep talking about how PlayStation is leaving PC, but they've never officially said that. It's just the rabble rousers who's saying that, right? So everybody's talking about it like it's true, but we still don't know. Just like with Xbox, the name being Magnus, we didn't know. That's not what the name ever was. Now we know, right? But everybody was always saying that name, and I always noticed that I never said anything. Even I would use that name because everybody understood that's what I meant if I use that name. So I went with it. But knowing the whole time it really wasn't. It couldn't.
Did you read Schreier's piece?
I read some. But
did you see the point where he says his source says that these are just the current plans? They could change at any time.
Anytime.
And I'm like, what? Yeah. This is then.
What the plan is the plan until it's not the plan.
Yeah, right. And that just goes to show none of that even makes any freaking sense. It doesn't because like
he's just
these
bored.
dudes don't. They're just. They move in with the wind and they're being blown away by it at the same time.
They're liars.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, if
true in the first place,
dude, all this Xbox console warring is lies. They're liars.
And that's what I always say. Like it's usually you can tell when it's a lie because it's what the PlayStation dudes wish it was.
Yes.
Right.
And they don't even realize what they're celebrating. Like, because I did block that guy earlier because first of all, he was like, I just want to argue. Well, I don't want to argue with you, dude. And we've had this conversation. Right. Just go somewhere else.
At least you told me at the time of having to figure it out. I said I didn't already.
No, not him. K-Mid and I go back and forth. But K-Mid. Yeah. No, this is funny because this guy was worried that there wasn't going to be achievements and controller, and I'm like, you've never bought a PC game.
Yeah, they support everything, bro.
It's like, dude, they've been doing this.
Everybody's shit. That's what they
do.
And
I made a point. I actually did a screenshot from True Achievements. Sick. I don't know if you noticed this. I said I'm currently playing Final Fantasy 13 on console. I said if I wanted to, I could buy the Windows version, and it was released in 2021. The Windows version, and I could I could play it exactly the same way that like there. It is amazing to me, like how
In
many
better form,
how
actually.
many fanboys are really afraid of PC.
Yeah.
Like they are scared. Well,
And then
that means I have to change my settings. No, you don't.
and then they claim all the PC dudes, right? Or all these PC dudes that they claim they see online. No, those are the new jacks who just converted over, right? And are console warring like they used to. But now they're on PC, the console warring the same, but they're not true PC guys, right?
And I got news for you.
There is
I
not
got
all these
news
issues on PC. And you know how I know it's true? Because you're not having those issues. Tech isn't having those issues. Real estate, and it's not that you don't have little issues here and there, but so you do with the fucking consoles, right?
Right.
Number one.
Don't
Number
you talk
two,
bad about my console.
why is it Windows Central has to be doing this shit every? Yo, one dude from their team had a little issue, right? He tweets it out, makes a whole article of it, makes it act like, and then you see in all the comments, they're like, "Oh, see, this is why it can never
This
be
is
Windows."
why. I know. I love it when they say this is
like,
why. It's
yeah,
like,
but meanwhile,
so
the numbers
you
are going up.
waited for
Analytics
this
going
moment to
down.
happen to use
Yeah.
it as this is
The
why.
art. Yeah,
And if I have a conversation with somebody about how hard PC is, I can automatically tell their age right off the
Yeah.
bat. Because I can tell you right now, 20, 25 years ago, dealing with PCs was much harder than it is today.
yes,
Oh, yeah.
it is now.
Much harder.
Much harder.
During the antivirus age, oh my God.
Ugh.
Antivirus,
Like,
hard
don't worry
disk.
Are you serious? How many hard drive
EDI.
wipes I've had? How many hard
EDI.
drive wops and
I-
cleanups? And I had to do quarantines. I had to do on my hard drive that I don't even really do much to
No,
this
think
day.
about it.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Dude,
with
PC is
blocking the
easier
stuff,
than it
like,
ever
all
has
over the
been.
place. Yeah.
You know.
but
It's just but this is an example. Like I he was like, and I don't mean to like
Not
embarrass this guy, but seriously, you're like, oh, it's not gonna have achievements. I'm like, dude, where you been for the last 7 years, man?
And then you made another post, and I go, "Does it have achievements and control?"
Yeah, I know. I saw that, and I put a troll on it. It's like he's trolling.
Yep.
Like, I mean, and then they're like, "Does it have my Xbox controller?" And then Sick did something, and I said, "Wait till he finds out that PlayStation PC games have Xbox controls."
Yeah. And I put the one with what's his name from Transformers.
Yeah,
he was
you
like,
said
are you on drugs? I was
Like,
like, these
were
guys
you-
either don't know
For
or
a
they're
better part of
lying
a decade, you've been under a rock.
Yeah.
Like the Xbox and PC is not new, not anymore.
And on the PC side, man, it don't matter whose controller you want to use. PlayStation,
Right.
Xbox, Nintendo, some old Logitech from 1965. What I say.
Like, I mean,
Yo,
it's
it don't matter,
like
bro.
I mean, and I don't mean to make fun. Maybe this guy he
It's okay
just
to
can't
make fun
afford
of
a
him. It's okay.
he can't afford a PC. Fine, cool.
No,
I get it.
He's a
But
console warrior too. He's already put his flag on the one spot, and he'll sit there and defend it and lie or whatever. That's what they do. That's what
well, he said I don't want to play a PC game on my console, and I'm like, it's the same version,
Same thing.
dude. You're just gonna play the same version that you would get on PC is gonna be on this console, and it's like
he doesn't know nothing about that.
he doesn't know. And I said, and I even put a tweet on here. I said I want to know more. I mean, I'm not even guaranteed that I'm going to get this console. To be honest with you, I may just go straight PC, but I am interested in the AI optimization because I think that's going to be. I think if they do it the way I think they should or the way they can, I think that would be really cool. If the AI optimization with this device, as far as the settings go, you can do your own settings and what your preferences are, and the AI can detect that and build a whole profile. And when you put new games on there, it will adjust the settings the way you like
the
it.
way you like.
That would be
Yep.
cool as
Yeah.
hell.
Yeah. And it would be
I mean-
so great. It would become invisible. But the last thing I want to say
When it
right
talks
quick,
to you, it
is
says,
that
"Good
you
morning,
see,
SIKSLAYER."
the tweet that I put there next, right, with the fanboy bullshit, right? Because I just want to finish that that point right quick,
This one?
right?
Right.
Yeah. Just click on the image because it'll come like
Tell me what to do.
Oh, the
I know what I'm
receipts.
doing.
Look at the receipts. The receipts and these motherfuckers. They got confirmation from who? Who did you hear from now? Now we know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lying motherfuckers. If you have them on your timeline, get them the fuck off. They're literally
And by
lying.
the way, all these guys have Xboxes, and they also have Game Pass. So
That's right. They
I
all on
haven't
Game
heard of
Pass,
these guys
and they
except
do
for
whatever
one.
deal. Listen,
You've heard of J-Dub.
J-Dub.
J-Dub,
You know,
yes. Tim Dog, yes. These other ones on the
Tim Dog
sides,
and the
no.
these
Pio,
are
you haven't heard of Pio?
pieces of shit, bro.
Endymion?
No.
Indy? Yeah.
Well, if you don't know, man, listen. Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
Ignorance is bliss.
You're not missing
I just want to
anything.
point it out there
No.
with these pieces of shit right here, and then really say,
Well, you know me. I've really never dove into like
Ignorance
talking
is
back
bliss.
unless they come at me first,
right.
and then I'm
But like I say, ignorance is bliss. That's why I say that, because if you don't know, hey, it's better. I wish I didn't know who the fuck these assholes were either. Right? Life would be a little bit better. But it is what it is. But yeah, really, you were gonna say something, bro.
Oh man, I forgot. What was I talking about? Okay, look. So we're talking about Project Helix, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And that's just a code name, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the code name for it. That's not the
Yeah,
official name.
That's what they're gonna call it with the first batch, like they did Project
That
Scorpio.
logo looks cool though, and if they use that music as the intro, I wouldn't mind that. I think I read somebody tweeted that too, and I was like in agreement with that. That the noise that it makes, that was how it comes out, that or turns it on. I'd be cool with that.
This is gonna be like
Hey man,
Scorpio.
hey man, look, look, it wasn't my rule, but go on mute. Listen.
Yeah, you did
So
do
look-
it. Yeah, now you gotta go.
So look, no, I'm just playing. I don't really care. But look, that's all it is. Because there was a guy going back and forth, because it's Sony. They're convinced that Sony is gonna get rid of their games on PC.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I said, man, it's just a rumor. Like, so until Sony comes out and says something, I'm not buying it. For now, it's just, and there's too many ways out. It's too many. It could change. Things always change, but when Asha says that the plan is the plan until it isn't the plan, it's a problem. But you hear the same thing from a rumor, and y'all taking it as law. And so the guy was like, "Well, they knew about Helix before your Xbox." I'm like, "How they know about Helix for Xbox? What the hell is this?" Then I saw what's the guy from Iron Lords, David. He had a show talking about Helix. So like, what the heck is Helix? I caught the end of it. So we already know what it is. This is a cool code name. It'd be very cool if you bust it open and then they got Helix on the inside. But they always come up with better, because it says welcome from or thank you from Seattle if you open up the Scorpio. Yeah. And I sold that thing.
I still got mine.
I mean, but I wasn't playing it. I'm not a collector like that. So it'd be cool if they do these types of things, but man, I wonder why they always like all of them do it. They have the best code names, and then they drop out the Wii. What was it called? What was it called? The Neo or the Revolution?
It was called the Revolution.
And then it comes out Wii. Yes, Scorpio, and they said, "Oh, we're sorry, but we'll do you a solid and put Project Scorpio on the outside."
Yeah,
Xbox One X. Xbox Series X.
I've never their
name was Neo. Was that PlayStation?
Neo was PlayStation 4.
Yeah, like they have the coolest code names, like Helix. I mean, how could you be Helix? Like, if it comes out and it's the Xbox Helix, it's like, what does this mean? It's intriguing.
Gotta have a different type of name.
And so now what are they gonna call it? But like you guys said, the Magnus was never the name, but the Magnus was what's on the inside of it though. It was all the Magnus was the Magnus chip, and they just called it Magnus because they didn't have anything else to call it. So now it has a code name, and now that leads me to believe that the 27 thing is more closer to reality than we think, because more than anything, Xbox needs a reset. That I think that was that you, Kieran, that said you don't think it's coming in 27.
I still, because of the RAM Aqua, I'm still thinking it's 2028. They have to show me.
Maybe, but it's not this year.
One of y'all said, one of y'all just said that I think it was Kieran that they want it to be $800.
The guy says it's gonna be about 800 to 1,000.
Man, that's a Jason Schreier leak. That's just wishful thinking. Like, if this current console is already almost 700, they're gonna come out with something that's the biggest generational leap we've ever seen for $800. I understand that may be where they want it. You know what I mean? But I don't think they're gonna be able to do it and without subsidy.
That's why I say I don't believe 2027. I believe it's gonna be 2028.
30.
I mean, 2028 doesn't guarantee that things are gonna change.
Not at all.
No,
but I don't think
I
that was
mean,
the reason
if
why.
I'm wrong, and they, like I said, I'm in that. I said, y'all got to show me. I'm not gonna believe it with the
I mean,
economic
AMD
conditions.
already said it though.
I don't. I mean, okay, but
Yeah, this ain't Tim Dog. This is like this is Mama. Was it Mama Sue coming out and telling everybody
Sue.
that
With her pantsuits.
yeah, this is was it Lisa Sue coming out saying that we got Xbox on deck.
Dang.
So
Yeah.
so it's a different
that, when she
conversation.
said
It's
that
ready
though,
for
that was
27.
that. When she said that though, that was before all this stuff started crapping though.
What stuff?
Right.
Stuff.
All the AI taking RAM supplies. Keep in mind,
Oh, was it?
Stuff.
yeah, it was.
Yes,
She
it
when
was
she
before
said that, when she said that,
It
it was
wasn't,
during
though.
this. It was during the summertime.
Yeah.
Bro, no, it wasn't. It was.
And
it was
when
recently, bro. It
I
was at the end of
remember
the
when
quarter.
she,
At the end of
no,
the
I remember.
fiscal year.
I remember when she
All right,
said
bro.
it during
All
the
right, bro.
summertime.
I'm gonna challenge you to go to Google and apologize.
Well, don't you go. You're the one making the challenge. You go look and
Exactly.
you'll
I
find
mean,
out
No,
he's
it's
right.
not because
Sick
there's
and
no
I-
challenge,
Sick.
and I ain't doing
Sick, am
nothing.
I wrong? We were.
Y'all
We had.
wrong.
We saw this.
It's
It
right,
was
but
around
I
the
say
summertime,
I
wasn't it?
reserve the right to admit that if I am wrong, I am wrong. But I remember she talked about this a while before. It wasn't as recently as all of that. Now she definitely talked about it again at CES, but we known before.
I
Like
could have sworn it was summer.
Sarah was getting her little victory laps off of that, and when people kept saying Xbox is dead, but we had gotten confirmation from AMD on the hardware tip more than once. So that's why I think you might.
You
be
never
wrong
got.
with
You
it.
never got her. You never got her.
June
Anybody else to
19th,
say that
2025.
Xbox was on deck for 2027.
No, June 19th, 2025 is when they announced that deal. That's when they were talking
Yes,
about it.
summertime.
Nigga, what deal is you talking about, man? I'm talking
Damn.
about what she said.
AMD
Xbox
and
is on
Xbox,
deck next year.
AMD and
But
Xbox. That was the
okay,
deal.
now I'm gonna do it. Y'all talk about something else then.
Man, this guy.
What are you
came
talking?
out.
I don't know. I don't know what he was talking about then,
Ghetto.
because what I'm saying is the point that I think he's saying is that I thought he was saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, that Lisa had made her announcement about that like more recently than he's saying it is. But no, it was back in June, and that's what I remember because Sarah was getting a couple of victory laps off of that.
Yep. And that's
what I
when
remember.
they said that they were
Okay,
that
all
was
right,
a
all
new
right,
partnership.
all right. This is you ask the questions you want the answers to, right? All right. So this is what I wanted.
Okay.
And
Correct.
this is February 3rd, 2026. AMD reveals next gen Xbox could launch in 2027. CEO says semi-custom SoC ready to support launch in 2027. AMD's top executive hints that next gen Xbox is right around the corner. AMD
I
CEO
didn't see that, so
Dr.
that's
Lisa
news to me.
Sue let out a hint. Don't interrupt me while I'm reading, bro.
Okay.
You already do it. Yeah, man. See, I challenge y'all, and then y'all don't all in unison and tandem. So just let me read it.
I didn't say nothing.
AMD Dr. Yeah, you did.
Hey,
You
read,
were wrong
dog.
on this one.
Yeah,
Look, this is live and it's gonna
Finish,
be recorded.
man.
Y'all go back.
finish.
AMD CEO Dr. Lisa Sue let out a hint about when the next gen Xbox could launch during the company's Q4 2025 earnings call. Providing commentary on client revenue, the top executive said development of Microsoft's next gen Xbox featuring an AMD semi-custom SoC is progressing well to support launch in 2027. They showed me to really read this whole thing, but she announced this on February 3rd, 2026.
Okay. That's news to me. I didn't hear that. I didn't see that. So when you said the what I was referring to was when she was talking about it when the deal was passed. That was last summer. Now I didn't. Now if she's saying it's 2027, great. I still will say what I've always said. You'll have to show me.
Yeah,
The plan is the plan until it's not the plan.
Exactly.
Look at Sony, right? Or supposedly, which I don't believe at all, right?
Now, and
But
if they do in 2027, I'd be shocked if that thing ain't a Christmas rollout and wait until the very end of 2027.
Here's the thing too. We were hearing rumors from both, supposedly about both Xbox and PlayStation about how they're pushing it back. But once again, like all these rumors you hear about PlayStation all the time, it's probably just the fanboys making shit up the way they want it to be, but with no real proof, right? Because 2027 is a while away. Maybe this RAM situation will be over by then. All this AI field nonsense will be all over by then, and they could do exactly what they originally planned to. We do not know, right? But I've always been of the opinion when people was like the generation should have ended last year and the console should have been out last holiday season or
What?
maybe this holiday or right. And they're saying, but I was always like, man, this shit is like half over. And because of COVID, right? Like they're behind where they should have already been at this point, right? There's so many other things that didn't happen for this generation to be over this quick for both platforms, right? So that's what I was always saying.
Say this. It
So
still
even
feels
20, yeah, it still feels new, and COVID made that even worse. So I'm just like, I remember the 360 era. There was the same kind of talk, bro. This was just before the E3 with the Connect announcement. Hang on.
Oh,
Excuse me.
germs to yourself.
No, this might throw a little dry. So anyway, actually, damn. Much
No,
better.
I mean,
Anyway.
if it comes out in
But
2027,
what I was just saying is,
great.
like,
but
you know, the year that they announced the Connect at E3, right? Everybody was thinking, oh, that's the year they're going to announce the new Xbox and PlayStation. But no, that generation was only half over at that point, very literally. I think down to the year. I could be off on that, but I think down to the year, right? And I always remember that. And I'm not saying this is going to happen the same way. But the talk about this has been happening for like 2 years now. This generation ain't over yet. Now, what you're saying, 2027, that's not this holiday season. So damn sure wasn't last holiday season. That's next holiday season.
Yep.
So by then, it will be a different time period. And I wouldn't be surprised if it gets pushed back to 2028. They'll have them ready in 2027, but will they really have them in bulk like that? I don't know. Who's making the chips? Have they got the deals with
and
TSMC or Intel or whoever, or Samsung or whoever is going to build the chips? We don't even know none of that yet. We just know it's from AMD.
I mean, so what Realist is saying, I mean, as far as getting a reset, I will say this, because Xbox has a new leader, there's a sense of urgency to get this out quicker than I think it would have been if Phil and Sarah had stayed. And the reason why I say that is because anytime you're a new leader, you want to make your mark. You want to you want to make your plans and go. So I think the odds of it having in 2027, because remember, Sick, last show you weren't even sure they were going to do an announcement. I said, oh no, they do an announcement because she said they're going to do an announcement. So, and she made an announcement the following week.
Today.
Yeah. So what I agree that they want to push it to 2027. What I am fearful, because I still don't believe they're going to subsidize it. What I'm fearful is that they're going to do a staggering release and it's going to hurt their launch because of not having the materials of having a full launch. Does that make sense?
I think it makes sense, but I think no, this is GDC. We're not going to get as much as people think. We're not going to get I don't think we're getting hardware specs or anything like that. This is mainly for her to have a meeting behind the scenes with a certain somebody. I'm told there's a certain somebody. I don't know who that certain somebody is, but somebody I would imagine very big. Maybe it's Lisa Stu. Maybe it's maybe it's Epic or something. I don't know. Maybe it's Gabe. Right? But she has a big meeting to have, right? Sarah and Phil are still there, advising her and guiding her, because she's really just taking on the reins of what they said. This was not her thing, right? This was their thing, and she's just the one executing it. I don't even think she's really altering the plan all that much, except when it comes to talking to people, right? I think that's what she's doing that's different thus far, right? But everything else was all a part of the plan.
No,
right?
I agree with that. I'm just saying that.
Hold on. So the point I'm making is,
right.
Excuse me. The point I'm making is, we really, like a lot of people thinking we're going to see a lot more at GDC than we really will. This is really not for us, the consumers. This is for the developers to know and hear about, SDKs and what they can expect and to hobnob, to get all that stuff up going. Because what I hear is that Xbox hasn't updated their SDKs in 4 weeks, and Rockstar is getting a little antsy about that. And Asha went and spoke to them, right? And a couple of them were real happy, but some of them are still like, but we still don't have nothing. Like, when is that going to change, right? And they're kind of behind on versus PlayStation when it comes to like developing the game in terms of it like being feature parity, right? Because of that. There's also a talk, and if you notice, the pinned comment I had for 2 years, I finally took it down. Where about the console version of GTA being not 60 frames per second. If you notice, it's not pinned anymore. It's because of what I've been hearing. The talk is that the Pro version is going to be 60 frames. At what internal resolution, I do not know, but I heard it enough.
It ain't gonna be 4K though.
Person, right? Or even a 1080p internal.
It ain't no way.
Right. But the lower the res, the more of a stress that is on the CPU, ironically, right? So my point being, that was enough for me to take it down because I'm not too confident in that anymore. But
I'm confident. I'm confident that bottleneck CPU it's going to be a lower res.
Yeah.
I never said that it wasn't going to hit 60 frames per second.
No, but see, too much lower now becomes more of a bottleneck on the CPU than the GPU. That's the problem because it's more about AI. See, when the CPU doesn't have to handle the draw calls like that, right? Yeah, the GPU can draw it, but can the CPU feed it? Because now it has more time for more AI, so you start doing more shit. Ironically, it starts going backwards, right? You'll see that in PC benchmarks for games, right? They do that all the time. Now the minimum isn't even like really a 1080p unless you're doing lower end hardware. It's more like 1440p, and 4K will be the same performance at higher res, but lower resolutions actually tap the CPU more. And now you need a higher end CPU, more expensive one to keep up. It's ironic how that goes. So for GTA, with all the stuff we know they're doing, and I'm hearing all types of crazy stuff from a person I really can't name, and we could talk about this, behind the scenes. But what I'm saying is, like, there's more to GTA than I would have possibly imagined when we talked about it in Spaces about, imagine if the police, like, you have a shootout with the police and you shoot their radio, what the cops will be saying to each other, stuff like that. I'm hearing a lot of that shit might actually be true. You'll see a guy who's diving in the water
have they confirmed you're going into every building? Can you go into every building?
I didn't hear nothing about that, but I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying if that's the case, there ain't no way. There ain't no way.
Right, but I've heard enough stuff like that that's why I thought that even now that I thought that too, right? That equal level of wild shit that will make you think, no, the CPU's the bottleneck, no, it won't be 60, right? But yet I'm hearing the Pro will be 60. Not the base consoles, just the Pro. How? Why? I don't understand. And all the drama that's going to occur from that, plus how Xbox is behind with the SDK support. They haven't had a new SDK in 4 weeks. This dude is complaining about that, but then at the same time, GDC is next week. Maybe that's the reason, right? Because he also said, because the person I spoke to also said, hey, he's confident after hearing from her. He said that 2 days ago, and then today he's like, he's really upset about the SDK thing again. He went from being mad about the SDKs to her showing up and him being very confident, and then he's back to being upset, no SDKs again. Because the reality of his development work is still where it is. And now I'm realizing, hey, GDC is next week. Maybe it's about to be resolved. Who knows? I don't know. Right? But there's a lot of up and down, bro. There's a lot of up and down rumor type talk. And this is what I'm realizing now. This is how all this shit happens, bro. It's like I always theorize. This is how this shit happens. Some people know some things they heard, but they don't know enough to extrapolate out or the fact not to at all, right? Because you only know a couple of things that could be anything or nothing. And then this is how rumors start. But if you look back to a lot of these rumors are just like wish fulfillment. It sounds like the type of shit some people really want, like this whole PlayStation isn't even PC. Meanwhile, they're making ads for controllers, PC monitors, speakers, headphones, keyboards, mice, all your mama's dick, like all types of shit. Like, what we doing? So
I think it'll be just like any other GTA game. It will look good. It'll play fine. It won't look as sparkly as the screenshots and all. Like they were showing the glass, or the fingerprints on the glass or on the pole. Like
no, the technology is there, but in today's hardware, we're not going to see it. It's not going to be some next gen
grass.
It ain't going to be that. It ain't going to be that.
Right.
It'll play fine.
Like it did last time.
Right.
But that'll be the same thing that happened last time, right? Like the real version wasn't until next generation or this generation, right? And even then, right?
Remember
It wasn't
division?
really. No, actually, that was last generation. But even then, this generation is when they finally went up to 60. Because last generation, all they really did was bump it up to 1080p, but it was still only 30 frames a second. And then it was what, last year? They finally bumped it up to 60.
I mean, and it isn't even just the amount of action that is on the screen at one time. It's the motion of it is
Yeah.
what, you know, that's a lot of computing, you know. So I mean, like I said, I'm not one of those. If it's 60 with a lower res, I'm sure it will look good. There ain't no way in hell you're gonna tell me that's gonna be 60 or 4K. Ain't happening. Not on the console.
I don't see that either.
Most PCs is gonna struggle with that, to be honest with you.
A lot of PCs, unless you guys, you know, something more beefy than most people have, and most people don't have.
So I don't know.
I do though.
We want to talk. I want to go into this PlayStation thing a little bit more, though.
Yeah, I thought you had like a lot to say about that.
Oh man, I do because I have a lot to say because let's assume that it's true.
Did they really expect games like God of War and Spider-Man to be successful like on the platform?
No, not after 3 or 4 games and not selling it for $40 to $70.
Yep.
After 3 or 4 years.
But
Here's
said that they're printing money with them as well. That's the other thing. That's another reason why I don't believe this shit. The word from them was printing money. That was their words.
I wouldn't even be surprised.
That was Shu's words. You don't work for the company.
That was Shu's words. Yeah, but I'm still saying though. But even then, it was printing money for them. The PC ports. Shu said that.
I wouldn't be surprised if this was Sony's way of testing the water out to see what it is, where they drop a little nugget of information to see what the reaction is before they decide to do something. Because that shit happens all the time too. Because I know Amazon does that all the time.
I would say I would have thought that too, but then also I think within the reverse was that whole tweet with the controller, or maybe that's just where, you know, the hand and the brain are not connected, or how would that phrase go? Right?
I don't think that's. I think that's just PR not knowing.
Yeah, I mean that's easily possible too.
But why would PR know anything when this is a leak from Jason?
That's my point, right? Yeah.
But
I'm gonna let's say this is
all over it on purpose.
Let's say this is true, even though I think Saros is still scheduled to have a PC launch this year. Could be wrong on that.
They didn't even drop on PlayStation yet.
I could have sworn they're doing PC and PS on that one.
They never done that. Only on multiplayer.
Maybe I missed on that.
Only on multiplayer and second party games.
Here's where there's a big giant disconnect between the mouth breathers that are celebrating this, and the people that actually know the business. They think that this will grow. That this is going to grow the console. And the truth of the matter is, and I asked this
line, say the line, Kieran.
They think it's going to grow the console because they stopped going.
They think that PC gamers and hordes are going to jump off and buy their console now that their games are.
No.
Yeah, that's the line right there.
If that was the case, they would have done that a long time ago.
But here's the problem. Like here's the whole argument that I keep hearing about exclusives. And exclusive has not worked in 3 generations.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to break it to you, Sony guys. You guys, unless you lived as old as we are, you have never experienced the golden age of Sony. The golden age of Sony was PS2.
Yep.
There has never been a console that has even gotten close to the PS2 as far as consoles sold.
Yep. Except
it dropped in half in the PS3. It got a little bit better, PS4, but even PS4 was what, 117? That wasn't even close to the 160. And now you're at PS5 and you're still 25 million down.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
yeah. That
and
was
here's how bad it
I heard
is.
today. Like they're thinking that that GTA is gonna give them that 25 before the end of the
So
generation.
we got a viewer here.
Here's
that
how
says-
bad it is, sick, that now they're holding out hope that they're going to sell 20 to 25 million consoles
Because
for
of
GTA 6.
Yeah, not their own games, GTA, that the other platforms
But
also.
they're not, I don't think they're going to sell 20 to 25 million consoles for GTA 6. I think that's way overthink. And even if I'm wrong and they did, then all they did with that is just match what they did with the PS4. They're not growing. That's the problem. They haven't grown in 3 generations. And y'all keep acting like all is fine. But I will tell you what, they haven't increased their console sales since PS2, but they've dropped the output of their first party games since PS3. I looked it up. It's dropped 70%. First party output from PS3 to PS5 is down 70%. And and you're saying that you're excited that they're going to drop a PS6 in 2 to 3 years, and you're going to pay $700 for 1 to 2 exclusive games a year? And you're telling me that's successful?
Okay, let me quote from the chat. N7 God of War 69. That's the listen. That is one of the wildest internet names I've heard in a minute. But N7, I still got the patch, from Mass Effect 3, so that's cool. But anyway, he says they're not selling as a false excuse. I agree. They should realize the games are coming out on PC multiple years later. Yes, by then PS owners already played them. Ghost. Ghost of Tsushima, Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War were huge hits. Yeah, but years later, we're getting on PC, we're getting the old shit years later. Look at Spider-Man 2. That didn't really blow up. It sold copies and then it was quickly forgotten.
And they sold it at $40 to $70.
No, I'm talking about 2. We're not even talking about 1 because that was years later. I'm talking about Spider-Man 2. That came within a year. Right?
Right.
And then it was quickly forgotten on PC as well, just like it was on console, because it didn't really move the needle like that.
How much did Resident Evil 9 sell last week on PC?
The number 1 game on Steam.
Okay, and that's a single player game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but listen, the number
they
1.
They said it sold 5 million in total. They didn't break down the platforms.
But they have tweeted out their number 1 platform is PC.
It was 250,000 concurrent in Steam though. One day I saw it.
Yeah, well, I don't know about the Steam numbers concurrent or nothing like that. I don't know exactly how many were on PC. But Capcom,
so let me ask you a question. If Sony decided to say we're going to do Wolverine day and date, PlayStation console and PC, it would sell on PC, yes or no?
Yeah, I would think so.
That's what I said too.
It's going to sell.
But if you're going to hold out Wolverine for 3 years or 4 years, it's not going to sell.
Yeah, because there's going to be something at that time that's going to be better or more interesting than.
Well, it's not even that. Wolverine. Although that's a factor too. I think what it is the PC guys are gonna be like, I don't give a fuck anymore. But nobody is gonna wait for it when they can get it on PlayStation. And even if it's on PC day 1, those who buy it on PlayStation are still gonna buy it on PlayStation. Unless they happen to have both platforms, then they just buy the PC version instead. But still, that's the same money. Those are people who wouldn't buy the game years later to be on their PC unless it was a sale or something.
How many copies did Spider-Man 2 sell on PlayStation?
I don't even know, but it wasn't. I don't think it was as big as the first one.
That's my other problem too. Well. That's my other problem.
It wasn't as big as the first one, and the numbers keep going up. Last I heard, it was 10, and now I'm hearing it's 14. So you won't know. Yeah, because that's the way Sony wants it. Because when it hit 20 million, they were quick to announce that on PlayStation.
Right, but the point I'm making is, it's like with this whole AI thing, and she talks all the time, right? They're all trading around the same money. It's all just cycling around all the same hands, right? It's the same with this. most PlayStation dudes will just buy it on PlayStation, right? If they have a PC and they're unbiased enough like that, they might get it on PC first instead of PlayStation if it's there on both platforms day one. But that's still just the one sale, right? If maybe they'll buy it on PC again later on when it's on sale, right? Just to add it, and may never even play it, but who cares? That's a sale. But I mean, at what cost, right? It's like Horizon. It sold all those copies, but most of those were pack-ins and other shit. It didn't really make Sony any money, right? But if you release it years later, a PlayStation dude who has a PC won't snag that up. Not at the price they're gonna charge for it. Not until way later when it's dirt cheap, right? On a whim, maybe. And that's not gonna be all of them. Like, it's not increasing the numbers. It's not gonna increase, number one, the number of people who buy it, or the amount of money you make, right? Because if they buy it, it'll be way later. Now, if it's day one, a lot of those PC dudes who will never buy a PlayStation, right? Where we just made, we ridicule these people. We made a lot of fun of talking about how they expect PC dudes to buy a PlayStation now.
Just for that one game.
Exclusives, right? To play these couple of exclusives here and there. When they already know they're not doing that. PC dudes don't give a fuck. They will just not buy it at all and not give a fuck. I know I do. I don't have a PS5. I rock with that all day, right? So this is why this is all so stupid, right? So the best way to do it is day and date.
Right, buddy?
But these rumors, like, no, but it's all rumor. This is why I go back to saying that these rumors are just wishful thinking. This is what they want it to be. That's how
but even then, here's where I have the biggest issue is that I don't believe in brand loyalty when the value that you're offering me is decreasing and you are nickeling and diming me more and more each generation. If I buy a PS6, which I'm not, it's going to be the first PlayStation console that I am not going to buy. And I've owned every single one. I've bought every single one. I stopped playing on PS3, but my oldest son was a My oldest son bought PS3. I bought him PS3, PS4, PS5. I am not buying a PS6 because the value isn't there. You're telling me I'm going to spend $700 to play 1 to 2 exclusives. That's 16 games for that generation. If it's 8 years, it's not a guarantee I'm going to like all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm going to. But you're supposed to because they're all bangers.
They
don't even sell.
They don't even sell like
they
that.
don't even sell. The problem is that Sony fanboys are not even buying their games at the clip that they did back in the PS2. PS2 had a much more diverse first party lineup
that nobody's talking about. These consoles by now should be so much cheaper than they are. I've always said I need a PS4 Pro. I would have bought a PS5 just for that alone. And I mean it as such because that's my use for it. It's not so much for PS5 games. It's more for the PS4 stuff I own at a better clip, and then whatever exclusive here and there that, however, right? That's when you would get me. It's the first time I don't have a PlayStation since it first was a platform. Like, y'all fucked up big time for that to be a case, Sony. And I get it because Xbox is in the same situation too, and so is Nintendo, right? But I mean, hey, fuck Nintendo because we know they're just profiting off of that. They're the ones who could but didn't, right? Like, this is a factor people are not considering. It's hurting them because less people are available to buy the games.
You're shrinking. Is what you're doing. You're stagnant at best, and you're shrinking. You know what Tech? What I said, the console numbers are decreasing, but you know what else is increasing? The price is increasing. The number of studios they're closing is increasing. The number of game cancellations they have is increasing. That isn't good. And if you're a Sony fanboy and you think this is going to save Sony, no, it's not. And I had someone that I blocked who, see, y'all were wrong the entire time. See, it is. No, fool, because 2 plus 2 equaled 4 yesterday, 2 plus 2 equals 4 today, and 2 plus 2 equals 4 tomorrow. They haven't figured out the cost of game development because they have told you we're not going to produce more games. We're going to produce less games. So they haven't figured that out. And by the way, Sick, here's the funny thing, the ironic thing. They are always one decision away from Marvel to
Yep.
pull an MLB and say, you know what, that royalties, those sales, we expected more from our royalties. Put all the games out everywhere.
We said so. And if you don't want to publish it, we'll publish it.
You're always
Marvel games.
one decision away from a Marvel executive saying, screw this, your sales are soft. I can get a lot more. Put our stuff everywhere day and date.
Pray Microsoft doesn't get petty and they hire someone to go over that Marvel wink wink nudge nudge. Wink wink nudge nudge. Bro,
and that
on some petty.
Like so Sony if does. That happens, Sony fanboys, and you lose the Marvel, okay, now all you got exclusivity. Now all you got is God of War.
And you saw what happened with the last one. It's a flop. No one likes it. The PC dudes don't even want it now. Okay, like at first, they would have caught a lot of PC dudes slipping day one because it was a shadow drop, right? But now word is out. That game is trash.
And you're releasing these games. And by the way, the other thing is you're releasing these games 2-3 years out to a platform that I think I read the number was 19,000 games were released last year.
20,000 the past 2 years.
Yeah. Yep. The platform that's got more choice, more anything. And by the way, here's the ironic thing. My Rogue Ally X that I bought last year for $1,000 will have more access to games than that PS6 ever will.
Ever would have. Or even the PS2 ever would have at this rate. Actually, the PS2
see, look, Kieran.
Look,
Kieran, you went from cooking to throwing the food right in the refrigerator. See, now y'all sound just like those hating ponies, man. We don't need them. We don't need them to fail. Listen, the mouse is gonna get his money. The mouse made a deal that was advantageous to him, right? If Spider-Man is any indication, they're not going to be able to bundle it without being penalized. They're not going to be able to sell physical copies without being penalized. It's anywhere from 35 to 45%. They're not going anywhere because you guys are only thinking about Wolverine. They got an X-Men game in the works too. That's from the Insomniac leaks. So that deal is cemented. They're not going to lose that. But the problem with PlayStation is, we've been talking about this. I know I have. Y'all have heard me say it. Xbox and PlayStation built their platforms on the back of third party. The problem with that is that they've built third party up to a point to where it's bigger than their first party. You were cooking, man, when you because you said something that I hadn't heard anybody say that I said last night on Legal Show. Xbox is playing the game so raw with PlayStation, and these guys don't understand it. Even these Xbox fans who say that Xbox is playing 4D chess, right? Xbox is really playing 4D chess because what have they done? They've constricted PlayStation to the point to where they're only comfortable putting games on their platform if this rumor is to be believed in. I don't believe it. Because if PlayStation can't get their gamers to buy these games. Say it again.
I said, "Ooh, I see what you mean." I didn't want to get too heavy where you start thinking I'm interrupting you, but I see where you come.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm not going to forget this because this is the second time I'm saying it. And when Kieran said it, I was like, "Ooh, let him cook." I ain't say a word, and then he started veering off into that bull crap. Listen.
Okay.
Let PlayStation have whatever it is they're gonna have. The problem is they've lost their user base. They're the default casual console, and the casuals are already occupied with Fortnite. The best they're gonna get as far as Wolverine engagement is Wolverine and Fortnite or Call of Duty, because their gamers could care less about anything the PlayStation brings. So I don't believe the rumors.
I don't either.
Let Jason Schreier and the PlayStation fans count PlayStation money and tell PlayStation that $3 billion is not enough for them. I don't believe it. They went to PC for a reason. They invested in Nixes for a reason, and that reason is what Jim Ryan said a long time ago. Jim Ryan said so much that they had to just turn him off and put him in the
Yeah,
back
gag
room
him.
and let Herman Hulse
Then he went
and
into
let
a
her
bender.
gag him and let Herman Hulse start doing all the talking. Because at the CMA trial, he said a lot. He said more than they wanted him to say. And when he went on these interviews and they asked him the question, see, he didn't. He was just being himself. Hey, let me just answer this question in the way I know how. And console is not enough. And that's what he said. And that hasn't changed. Console is not enough. Console will never be enough as far as these games concerned if they're going to be being made for $200-300 million. Hiroki Totoki comes into it and says, we know how to make games. We don't know how to make money. So that's PlayStation's problem. If Xbox has them so afraid to put their games on PC, where's PC going to? Where's PlayStation going to expand? They don't have their own cloud. They don't have their own cloud platform to try to be invested in marketing that. They gotta partner up with Amazon, Google, or Microsoft to get that done. So they're not really behind cloud. If it was Gaikai, they would be. So if they don't want to put games on PC, they're not going to sell more more consoles than they sold last year. And even if they do, they're getting the worst kind of gamers. You're getting casual gamers. It's not like you're getting PC gamers come flip to PlayStation, or you're getting Xbox gamers to flip to PlayStation. You're getting more casual gamers, or some people to come play Grand Theft Auto. You got PlayStation fans hyping up. Oh, Grand Theft Auto will get them to buy a PlayStation. Do you really think that PlayStation cares? Yeah, they're gonna sell a console. That's the lowest margin item that they have up for sale.
Yep.
So you're gonna buy my console just to play this one game that I don't own and I only get 30% of. Yep. No, that's the worst kind of consumer that PlayStation could hope for. So PlayStation's problem is what you led off with.
Ain't gonna play
you lead off so strong, man. You were bare bonds leading off,
but
bro.
I haven't even got to the other part, right?
No, look, it's taking you 20 minutes to get to that other part.
No, because
let me say this, because you started off, and it's the truth. They cannot grow. Listen, bro, so much props, because you thinking deeper than these guys, man. You're thinking beyond just who's got this in console sales. Because this is how Xbox and Microsoft are thinking. This is what Jim Ryan was saying when he was in that email. He said, this is not about exclusivity. They're thinking much bigger. And they got the money to throw around. PlayStation needed it to go to PC. And now they look at PC and say, oh, we didn't sell enough. How do we know that PlayStation said that? Because if it was so bad, why? And then the rumor is Ghost of Yotei was in development and Soros was in development. So if it was so bad, why are you still making games?
Yeah.
And just like you said, Sick, Shu said that he don't work there, but it's still the truth. What Sean Layton says, he's saying it from the vantage point of his 10-cent office. It's still the truth. They need to expand. And it was like print money, even if it was $3 billion. You think that Sony expected a slam dunk releasing 3-year-old games? But I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna shut up for real now. Look, I'm gonna let you go ahead, since you said you got more to say about it. You look at PlayStation's second party deals. None of them are cutting PC out the way they did before. Nope. Neo. What's the Kenna? There's other games that they got coming out. They're not able to cut out PC with these deals. So if the only thing they have that they can keep to themselves is their exclusives, and they're only bringing out one of those per year, and the multiplayer games are being multiplat, what does PlayStation really have? And PlayStation fans should be really, really irritated that they're getting less games. You think them selling less games is going to bring more games? The thinking makes no sense. They're celebrating the demise of their platform if they want to believe these rumors. All right, I'm done.
And the other thing is that what it is, they're full of lying and bullshit anyways. Because let's look in this past year alone. Their best sellers was Xbox games.
Yeah.
The same games that they've trashed for years,
until they
saying Xbox has low quality games, Xbox quality shit, Xbox games suck, or and yet almost every time, Xbox releases a game, which by the way, I'm starting to get on you. I'm starting to get on y'all realists' side now. I wasn't real sure. I'm starting to. I think Asha is going to shut that down now.
What?
Not putting it on PlayStation.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm starting to think that's where she's going to.
What really said
from
earlier.
this point
yeah,
on?
I'm starting to see that too.
I think after Starfield, that's a wrap.
You know why? Just real quick to give, because Realist
Yep.
deserves this credit. Real talk. Is
Mhm.
what he said, right? They're afraid to put their games on PC. They're afraid to go anywhere, and they realize they ain't got nowhere else they can go. They're fucked.
And
a platform that's slowly shrinking and dying.
Right. And so they're getting dominated by their competition's games. And here's the problem. You're shrinking to 1 to 2 exclusives. And the other one is doing 4 or 5 times the releases yearly over you.
Yep.
And you're celebrating this? You think that all of a sudden we just did a time warp to 2014? See, you used to be able to get away with that when consoles were $200-$300 and everybody just buys whatever console and we'll all just do the. Now you're going to
Everybody had
ask
2 or
for
3.
$700 to $1,000. I could afford it. Everybody here is old enough they can afford it. I don't want to.
No.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
People
And
with
if I'm
money
gonna spend that much, I'll build my own that's way better for the money.
and by the way, for people that don't have money, I'm going to tell you the secret. The people that do have money, you know what they do best? They don't spend it.
Spend money, yeah.
Yeah, just because we
I know several multimillionaires. I've worked with them. I've gone to dinner with them. They cheap as hell.
Yep.
And so you're saying, so you got Try Hard, and I'm not going to drop his name, Sig, but Try Hard is all, well, you know, we could just buy the console, and I like all the hardware. We're going to buy. No, dude, no one wants to spend $3,000 on freaking hardware.
No.
Fake as fuck with that shit, boy. Just saying that.
This PlayStation's my last one. I'm not buying anymore.
There is no reason to buy it.
Kieran, I don't understand why PlayStation fans think this is a cause for celebration. It's like Jim Ryan told them they weren't enough, which is still true today. They've come out and told y'all straight up one tentpole title. I don't think Wolverine should release this year, but if they do give him 2 games this year, great. Soros is going to be a dud. And it's just like what I said about Xbox. When people want to talk about Xbox games, the games that blow up on Xbox blow up everywhere. We all want the same thing. Starfield sold 14 million. If I don't know what Boom's source is, but if it sold 14 million, it's gonna sell well on PlayStation. It's a Bethesda game, right? It's a big 18 Bethesda game.
Starfield's going to be a hit.
So you put God of War on PlayStation. See, there was a novelty associated with the PlayStation Studios games at first. When they first started bringing the games to PC, they were selling, like, I think Days Gone was the first. Days Gone, the games that sold the best are Days Gone, Horizon Zero Dawn, Complete Edition, and I think Ghost of Tsushima. And God of War is after them, right? But if you look at the sequels, for one, they released the sequels too close.
Yeah.
Right? But the thing is, as time goes, people care less and less, and they had Nexus, and they had all these other studios. So at first there was this novelty, because Helldivers was always a PC game. That's why Helldivers blew up the way it was. Helldivers 1 was a PC game. Helldivers 1 had 1,500 players the day before Helldivers 2 came out. So people were still playing Helldivers on PC. So they put these games out a year or 2 after the window started to shrink, right? I still think Ghost of Yote is gonna come. I know that Wolverine's gonna come because they need the money. Like, if you're giving them 30% of your sales, you're giving Steam 30% of your sales until it hits a certain number. They're making like 40% off of these games. See, Spider-Man 2 definitely wasn't worth bringing to PC if it's only going to sell 700,000 units, because the mouse gets his cut and Steam gets their cut. But these other games, see, the best that a PlayStation fanboy can hope for is that PlayStation releases a launcher. But they're not. They might abandon Steam, but they're not going to abandon PC because they can't. Console still isn't enough. They're still costing too much to make these games, and they need growth. It's just like what I said about Nintendo. Everybody keeps talking about Microsoft needs money. Yeah, but if Microsoft needs money, these companies that are 30 and 35 times smaller need money too.
And not even to mention, so they just released Marathon, right? I was sitting back.
I just uninstalled it.
And I was watching what that server slam was because I wanted to see. And I can describe what I saw as
impressive, right?
Meh. I think Realist hit it. I think Realist hit it on the head. I think it was you, Realist, that said this needs to be a free-to-play game.
Yes.
Yeah, that was on Twitter.
That too, but a lot of guys were saying that. Realist was saying that. I was saying that, but I think
I didn't say it. I put it on Twitter.
But you've mentioned it before.
When you have people,
I played it and then I said that. I might have just
I saw his tweet. Yeah,
I was playing it, and bro, that game is like it's doing nothing special. It plays great. I love Destiny. You still have that Destiny feel, but I'm not an extraction guy for one. But just playing it, it's free to play. It belongs on everything. Put that thing on cell phones.
Yeah,
I think Paris said that. I think Paris said that too.
Yes, he did.
Player count right now, even though it just came out, 88 is the most.
That's not good.
Like 88 or 88,000.
88,000.
Oh, that's great.
Well, N7 is new to the.
It's not even the weekend yet, so we'll see what.
But it's not. But
the algorithm.
I will say this.
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
I will say this though.
Steam.
That's great.
Steam.
Yeah,
it's not. It's not Concord. It's not Concord. It's not going to be a Concord. Which, by the way, I anybody who said it was going to be Concord, I laughed at that. Like that's all.
Well, pause a second though. Okay, here's the thing between comparing the numbers to Concord, right? Proportionally, it could be worse or equal because this is multi-plat. This is 3 platforms versus the Concords had 2 or 1. I think it was just 1, right? Or was it on PC as well?
No, it was on PC.
You got to remember, Concord was so bad that they tried to.
At all.
Dude,
but bro, remember Concord? They
way before it launched.
Yes, but so was Marathon.
But y'all don't remember, bro. They had it like PlayStation Plus players could play it, and then they were like, okay, everybody can play it, and then it only had 1,500 on Steam.
The question is
that was bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to last longer than 2 weeks, guys. I mean, that's just but here's
like High Guard.
Here's a repeating here's a repeating comment that I've heard throughout last week was I played it for 3 hours, but I don't know if I had fun or not. That's not good.
No. You wouldn't know if you had fun or not.
Right.
No. You would know.
And I'm not saying that it's doomed. What I'm saying is if you were looking for that golden egg PlayStation, it ain't Marathon. You're not going to get that golden egg with it. You'll get a serviceable game that's not going to overtake Overwatch. It's not going to be.
It is right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me 6 months.
The thing about Overwatch is the majority of players are on Battle.net, and that's what people keep forgetting about Activision games.
Yeah. Yeah.
How did this sound in 7? Is it louder for you? He's saying my voice is soft.
Your voice has been soft compared to us, though. But also, he's recovering still from illness and stuff.
Yeah, I have.
It's the best he's been in a bit. I didn't know you was down for the count all week.
Text Mike needs more oomph. You sound like you're whispering because your partner's sleeping next to you.
But it is better.
Yeah, I got to turn up the game.
You can hear him sniffling. You can hear the sniffling the whole time.
Do any of y'all like Slay the Spire?
Listen, so this is the game I wanted to bring up, and I forgot the details on it. Okay, so I forget the number that Marathon had. Like, let's say I don't remember the number, so I'm just gonna make up numbers because this is how I remember it to be. This relation of proportions, right? If Marathon had like 60,000, let's say, active users, it's nothing like that. I'm just putting up numbers, right? Slay had like 90. So
That's why
more
I'm
people
asking y'all. Do y'all
playing
play it? Slay
with
the
Aspire.
Spire has 243,000 right now.
Wow.
Someone
But-
put a tweet and compared it to Geometry Wars or something like that. It was like,
Yeah.
I
And meanwhile,
thought
Xbox
it was
Game Pass is another game.
I thought it was a deck builder deck builder game.
Something like that, tower defense type ish.
Mm-mm.
But meanwhile, on Game Pass, they have another game.
Yeah,
that's
it's a deck battle
it's like
game.
a shoot 'em up game. And it's more like Geometry Wars type shit. Hold on, I forget the name. I'm looking for it on the app now. I know I didn't install it. I haven't played it yet. It's like $11.99 if you're Game Pass Mini Shoot Adventures. Have you heard of this?
What's it called?
I saw it. I just
Mini
saw it.
Shoot Adventures.
No.
It looks like
on Game Pass.
Minecraft when I first saw it.
But it's more like a Geometry Wars type of
Ooh, I
shooting
like
game.
Geometry
I don't know.
Wars.
Everybody's been talking about it big time. Like folks been talking about
You
this
guys
big
need to
time.
play Animal Royale. That's a good.
So I don't know.
We
the
played that
details of
together.
game, but it's looking hot fire, and it's a $15.99
It was
game.
fun,
but
though.
because being
It's
a Game Pass Ultimate, it's 20% off. You're getting it for $12.79. It works great on the handhelds. It's play anywhere, cloud enable, all that.
Mini Shoot
I
only had
keep
51 players, bro.
Hey, so N7 says
Mini Shoot only has 51 players.
On Steam?
N7 says I like
Game Pass.
sound and mature discussion over games and movies.
Yes.
Dog, we talk
Immature
about
discussions too.
food,
Getting old.
sports,
Kids,
parenting,
work, parenting,
whatever, bro. Just talk random shit, bro.
getting old.
One of the guys
What?
here, they talk about race. They love that.
We do? We do?
No, he does.
Because ironically, he likes talking about
He got excited when I brought up me being a white male. He was all giddy about that.
This white male man, when he gets into race talk, watch out.
Woo!
Woo!
No,
Bro,
that ain't my
bro,
man.
we got a beaner who don't like beans.
Yeah, you got
Yep.
a beaner who doesn't like beans.
And two brothers who be like, yo, this white boy gets a pass. He keeps saying real ish. We let him live.
Bro, I never met a beaner who don't like beans, bro.
Man, beans
Yeah,
are- beans are
that's
nasty,
crazy to
dog.
me.
That's
I
like
ain't
my
like
son who
beans,
doesn't
boy.
like
That's my
jalapenos, man.
kryptonite,
I don't get that either.
Your boy don't like jalapenos? Wow. When
That's
you in
that's
Texas,
different. Jalapenos are
in
spicy,
Texas?
bro.
Nah, I like
Yeah,
jalapenos,
but
man.
come on, man. It's jalapenos, man. He should know that. I love him.
Jalapenos are spicy.
Hello.
Jalapenos.
Anyways,
But yeah, hey,
so
go
I will
man.
s- no, I didn't want to cut you off. I was gonna put myself in a 30-second mute.
Fuck this guy. No, but anyway, yeah. Hey, go ahead.
I am cautiously optimistic. I shouldn't be, but I am cautiously optimistic about Crimson Desert. I'm counting it down.
Bro, listen, man. Watch,
I'm-
listen. Let me tell you something about Crimson Desert and why I'm capping for it so hard. I always say, when there's these rumors, how one of the ways you know a rumor is true, you see all the surrounding shit starts to happen, right? That would validate it. Like when a console is about to drop, you start hearing about manufacturing here and there, this and that. You hear developers saying, oh, our new title is coming out, blah, blah, blah. And certain things that happen that would naturally have to happen around that time starts happening too. And when it comes to Crimson Desert, we know it's very well optimized. It supports all the upscaling shit on PC. It's
Crimson Desert, huh?
It's doing everything. It's doing everything right. They're showing lots of video, uninterrupted gameplay, right? We already know highly optimized.
Did you see the burning of the vines and the cutting of the trees down?
Yo, did you see Digital Foundry just showing for minutes at a time water washing up against rocks?
It looks like Red Dead Redemption 2 meets Witcher 3 to me. I'm like,
a little bit of Zelda.
Look, wow, you guys are on the same page with me tonight. This is wonderful.
That's what I'm saying.
No, like first Karen said something I never heard anybody else say but me, and then you bringing up Zelda.
Yeah.
You bring up Zelda, which is precisely what I was about to bring up now. Have y'all looked at the men? Have y'all looked at the men and the minimum required specs?
It's not too crazy.
Not crazy at all.
No,
that means it's gonna run beautifully on our handhelds. It's gonna run beautifully on our consoles, and definitely great on our
Consoles were
PCs
confirmed to be
because
PC.
the recommended graphics card is a 2080 and i5.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
when you guys bring that up, that lets me know that they put their processing
yes,
towards the game,
yes,
actual gameplay.
yeah.
They put their effort into the gameplay. You guys are talking about rushing waters and burning bushes. You know,
Ooh,
this is what we need
that
more
sounds
of.
dirty.
This is what I've been saying that we needed since I played Zelda 1. We need less of this super duper graphics and more gameplay. When you guys bring up Rockstar's able to mesh the two, beautiful graphics and great gameplay, physics and permanence, right? Because if Bethesda could get the graphics, then they would have it all.
And you know what
It
else they
mi-
do? You know what else I saw them? Like I said, they did the firing. They did the firing up, burning of the vines. They reward exploration. It
Yeah.
isn't just. It isn't just do it and you get nothing out of it. Like the guy shot. The guy
Everyone else
shot
is
a
different. We
guy
talking about
shot a burning arrow,
do it in the
burned the
chat.
vines off it, and it opened up a hidden entrance. And I'm like, that's cool, dude. That is so cool.
that's the kind of stuff that you see in Zelda,
Yeah.
and you say Zelda can pull off these types of things with these lower end graphics, but then you got a game that looks good. It's not going to be the best looking game, but it's going to look pretty good. This is what you want. You want gameplay. We're playing video games. I don't want to play movies anymore. I'm ready to start playing games. This is why I like Zelda. I just didn't like Zelda 2 because it was pretty much the same as Zelda 1 minus
Yeah,
being able to build stuff that I
yeah,
don't really care about. I don't play Fortnite because I don't want to build. You know,
right.
so like when hearing you guys say I need to watch these videos, it'd be cool if y'all share them in the chat. Burning bushes. See, when I saw the guy flying around the level, dropping magic spells on people, and then because Legal was talking about, you know, they always talk crap about PC players not having the best of rigs. So when I looked up the specs, I saw it was play anywhere. I was like, man, but I really want to be able to play it on the go. Will it run?
Mhm.
And when I looked at those specs, and it's only asking for, I think it was an i3 and a 1080 minimum requirements. I'm like, oh, this is gonna run beautifully on the because you had a lot of people saying that they might not be able to make it all come together. But I was like, man, if they're doing all of this and this is all they're asking for, this is what we need right here. A game
Mhm.
that looks good, that allows you to be imaginative, create fun within the game as
Mhm.
well. Bro, this I'm excited about this game. I hope that it's not buggy. I know that they put their foot in it. There's two games that I'm very excited about, and I'll be as excited for Fable as I am for these other two games if they showed as much as these other two games. Because with just as much as Crimson Desert is shown, my game of the year without even playing it, Dawn of the Dawnwalker, has shown more gameplay, more story beats. They've got 30 minutes, 40 minutes of gameplay on their YouTube channel that you can go look up. So we're like, people keep talking about the golden age of gaming. I think that some of these studios are coming into their own. The crazy thing is they're not from here or Japan. These games are coming from like China. Where's what's
China.
the name of this place? Where's the name of it? China. What's the name of this
The Korean,
studio? Pearl Abyss. That's
Pearl
Korean,
Abyss.
right?
Yeah, Korean.
See, like
Oh,
gotta what?
another piece of evidence though. This has been it went gold over a month
You
ago
can
at this
climb
point. I remember the
trees.
time I told you it went gold, right? They had plenty of time long before release. They've been showing constant long ass videos. And we know about the specs now in terms of what supported the graphics stuff that Digital Foundry is fawning over, right? All types of they ridiculous with it. They know this is on point, and then the gameplay is looking right. Or another game that I'm very confident in because IGN put up a 9-minute uninterrupted video of gameplay, Forza Horizon 6.
Oh yeah, I mean that's Playground.
They said
Right.
that the main storyline's 50 hours, man. I'm like,
50
that's like a
hours, yeah.
Skyrim, dude. Like,
I played it
damn.
a month early. Like I told you, over a month ago, it went gold. They're confident. And that's the thing. When a game finishes early, when all the tech guys are talking about it, highly optimized, runs full speed, and still blowing minds in terms of doing shit the way you thought this generation should have been doing it all along, this game exudes that. And then here's another one right here you put on the screen. Resident Evil 9, kicking ass in that regard too. Everybody's talking about it.
Well,
Oh,
this
yeah.
generation
I want
hasn't
that
had
one.
their Red Dead Redemption
Oh,
2
here's the
yet.
Digital Foundry
I'm
video where-
hoping that this is the
Yeah,
game
I
that
was
does it for me.
because
So,
eventually they showed a video with the water on the rocks, and they sit
Yeah.
there talking for a while, and it's just splashing on the rocks the whole time they're talking.
I hate this
Oh, look, with
guy. on
Hey,
the right.
rewind right back there with the horse in the rain.
John
That you were just
Lennon.
doing.
There.
Look at that! Look at that! That's like a CG movie in the '90s, bro.
Man, it's like I'm really there.
In game,
Dude,
let
I'm
it
just-
play, let it
I'm-
play, let it
I'm,
play, let
you
it play
know-
in motion.
It's just a short one. They don't play it long.
Still, it's see what
There's
I'm
a-
saying?
For like 2
you
seconds.
paused it halfway through the footage. That's why. If you had let it play that one time, it would have been long enough. That looks great. RDR2 looks.
I don't
I
wanna see
agree,
this
Seven.
guy.
I think RDR2 looks
Water.
good, just as
The
good
rocks.
as any of the games that came out this generation.
Yeah, okay. Find the and look at the way the horse is walking because he's doing a I forget what they call that when he's walking like that at that speed.
Trouting.
He's trotting on purpose. Like
Look at
there's
his
you know,
tail.
and look at the lightning hits the cancer.
Did you see the Sky Islands? Sick.
Yeah,
I learned that
I
from
think the
Witcher.
part with the dragons when he jumps from dragon to
Yeah,
dragon.
so you could jump off and it shows
Yeah.
a bird's eye view of you going towards the world, and it's like,
Yeah.
holy crap, that's awesome.
Okay, that's not the water view I was talking about, but that is beautiful too because they show you the day and night cycle thing. But there's
Could've
one where the
sworn they
water
did
is splashing up against the rocks. Okay, this they sped up. Oh, another thing they did was Digital Foundry wasn't able to go to the event where usually they take these cinematic shots of games that they use in their footage. So they asked the developers to do it for them, and they did. The type of shit that they do on their own, they did it for them. And it's details like this that lets you know they are supremely confident in what they got. When I say this is Game of the Year contender, there's potentially 4 games that I know is in
Keely will find a
conversation
way to screw them.
already. This, Resident Evil, GTA, and possibly Wolverine will be at least nominees. I don't think Wolverine's going to win at all. It's definitely
Horseface will
I'm
make
liking the
sure
GTA.
Wolverine
But
gets
this
it.
might make it. But this might win anyway, like Elden Ring did that year against whatever the fuck it is.
Wolverine ain't gonna win nothing.
Man,
It's not gonna
Keely,
win, but
Keely will
it's
make
the
sure.
RE9 might. I think RE9
RE9
might be.
even win. It could win,
Yeah.
but this
It's
right
the
here,
front runner.
Yeah, it's
But-
a front runner right now.
right? But this could be Elden Ring, where this wins anyway.
I think Crimson Desert is gonna be like Baldur's Gate.
Like Baldur's Gate, it's gonna win like that.
I don't think it's going to win like that. I think it's going to win a popularity contest. I think it's going to be a runaway success on
Yes.
every platform it's released on. It's going to be the hype of the year. It's going to be up to Dawn of the Dawnwalker. I think Fable doesn't stand a chance unless it's everything they say it is. It's releasing late into the year too. This game for now is Resident Evil because it's the best game thus far.
Yeah.
But when this game drops, it's going to take over everything. You're going to have channels burst
Yeah, they already
from
are.
just talking about this game.
They already are.
And,
look
and
at
you
that.
know, another sign of
Some more.
confidence is when Sony comes and tries to money whip you, and you're like, nah, I'm good.
Arkham Knight does.
Arkham Knight, wonderful point.
Still
in
looks
7.
good.
Wonderful point. This still not the view with the water I was
God,
talking
it's
about.
11 years old. God.
It's man. It's fishing, all that shit. Just looking for that video with the water just crashing against the rocks, bro. That's the video I'm looking for. It was just crazy when they kept talking about it. It was a video
Of course,
about
they got fishing because every great game's gonna.
Oh, they
have
got
fish.
fishing. Listen,
Dude, I
this
hate
has
fishing.
so
It's
many
so awful.
systems in it to do. There's fishing. There's all types of stuff to
Go
do.
boating.
But
go
you're
somewhere.
probably gonna get to cook
Yeah,
and make potions.
unlock magic spells. You know this got magic already.
Yeah, man, I am ecstatic for this game because I'm like,
It's coming out in 2 weeks, right?
yeah,
Mhm.
I'm
On
trying to
the
get through
19th.
Final Fantasy 13 and Spider-Man as much as I can because
gotta
that's
earn
gonna
this.
go on the back
There it
burner
goes,
when this
right
comes out.
there. Watch as the water comes
Look at
down.
that
off the
foam.
rock, it's always
Is
different.
this the part you're talking
foam.
about?
Yes. Now you should put it in 4K on your screen and just watch because they'll play it for a while though. It plays for a while, and bro, it's just so natural.
And just play
Like,
anywhere.
And
Good
as
job,
they're
Xbox.
talking about it, they're saying all this shit. But yo, the play
Oh,
anywhere
that's right.
part, I'm telling you, is a
Oh,
major
it's on Game
deal.
Pass too, isn't it?
Yeah, well, no, it's not on Game
Oh,
Pass.
it's not in
Play
Game
Anywhere.
Oh
Pass.
no,
No, it's
Okay.
Play
Well,
Anywhere.
then-
It's not on Game Pass, but it's Play Anywhere. And bro, oh
No,
my
I'm sad
god, I
now.
gotta put the money together for this because I ain't got it right now. But oh my god, I need to look at this motherfucker right here, bro.
Yeah, you
You-
got to
you
get
don't
some
have-
money.
you
Don't
don't-
worry about it.
You don't have Microsoft points because
No,
I let mine accumulate, and I'm like, man,
I
this is
do.
Game Pass.
so like
And then
I
August,
burnt.
yeah, the Metal Gear Collection.
I just
too.
wanted to use them on something, so I bought
This
Final
guy's like, I'm
Fantasy
excited
and
for
and
Metal
Ready
Gear
or Not.
Solid 4 coming out on
I am
PC in
too.
August. Finally free from PS3.
Yeah, the collection too. Yes, I'm so happy about that because I was working with the emulator.
No,
which
that's
is really
good. It's
good.
coming, but he's like, I'm
But
free.
I'm happy it's coming. And then look at the water under the rocks, like how it's fading. You know how it's like it's moving around because
Yeah.
like light will do that with the water. But bro, no, I ran out all my points because I use it for Game Pass.
Wait, what's it doing in the water?
Look how
But
it's
I'm with
way-
you, realist.
Remember
There's really, I think you and I have the same list this year. There's really only 3 games that I'm really excited about, and I think it's Fable, of course, GTA, and then this one. I can't think of any other
Yeah.
games. I'm like, I want to get that. You know,
So which water's better, this one or Sea of Thieves?
Sea of
Ooh.
Thieves.
Thieves.
Sea
You
of
think-
Thieves.
But Sea of Thieves has to be. That's all Sea of Thieves is about. The rest of the graphics ain't.
No,
ain't
it's
like
not. It's not even just that. It's the technology involved. Like
Right.
I don't think anybody else is going to invest that much in water. But like going to your point, yeah, that's one of the biggest
What it
things.
is.
You're on the water.
Yeah. It's
Like
a cool-
they're literally videos of people sitting around just watching the water in a boat.
yeah, it's the point.
I still haven't seen anybody come out with water as good as
That's
Sea of
funny.
Thieves. Still to
Nah.
this day.
You won't unless they borrow the tech.
Yeah.
How old is Sea of Thieves now?
Dude,
5 or
shit.
6?
No.
Oh,
21.
man,
they were
You know,
Xbox
no,
One,
it's
right?
like 2017. It came out when Game Pass came out.
Yeah.
Oh, 8? Yeah, okay, yeah.
We never
I
had.
still remember when I played it. It was nothing
or
to
at
do
least
in the
when
game.
that talk.
It was bad.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, me
Like,
and my
okay,
son, we
well-
had like great time playing it. He's like, nah, I don't want to play anymore.
They turned it around, though. I'll give them credit. They turned it around.
What game?
Sea of Thieves.
Oh, Sea of Thieves. Yeah,
Yeah.
they turned it around.
So-
I've never played it
So,
myself.
Kieran, I'm gonna go as fast as I can, or you want me to just pick out the ones that we might think are good? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Because
But
Quarantine came out, that's in Game Pass.
Ooh.
Because he said he didn't know what's coming out. You got Legends of Heroes that's coming out. What else? I'm just looking right now. High Guard came and went.
Yeah.
Did you see the tweet the other day? They're going to release the final update, and then
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's cool.
Then they close it down.
That's cool. Let them do it. Hey, Super Bomberman Collection is coming out. Unemployment Simulator. Now, I'm gonna be serious. I'm gonna pick out the good games.
Gaming Simulator 2. I'm waiting on
No,
that. At the first
I'm
one.
gonna pick out the good games. All right. Marathon.
Game of the year.
Planet Alana. I don't know if y'all like Planet Alana.
Played it.
Slay the Spire.
I finished that one.
I have to say though, it was Fable.
Hey, do y'all
Better be
play?
good.
Do y'all play Fatal Frame?
Fatal Frame. Oh, somebody was talking about that to me today.
No,
I don't
didn't
play it.
It's on my list.
People are
I
hyped
never
for
played it.
Some people are hyped for it.
That's another good one. You got Starship Troopers, MLB The Show, Crimson Desert, Death Stranding 2 on PC, Dynasty Warriors
I
3.
do want to play the first disc.
The new Castlevania that's coming out. I'm kind of hyped.
We're not there yet. Life is Strange Reunion's coming out
Yeah, I'm tired of
on my
those games.
birthday. Legacy of Kane.
Well,
The
that
collection-
replaced one is coming out too.
Samson comes out April 8th. I know you're
Samson.
looking forward to that.
Yeah.
The replaced one is
Right,
coming
game.
out also.
Capcom game that I liked, sick. That I
You
kept
got
saying looked pretty
He-Man,
good.
He-Man Masters of the Universe.
He-Man is looking
Pragmata
good.
coming out.
Hey, do y'all remember Incredible Verse? That fighting game?
Yeah.
That's coming out April. Sorrows comes out April.
Yeah.
Oh,
Forza
Replaced
comes out in
this
May.
month also.
Yeah, for
007 comes out in May.
Yeah.
waiting for Machine Gun Fury. I don't know why. It's just a
I'm
little.
feeling the 07. though.
Dead or Alive 6.
I thought that was like a remake.
Beast of Reincarnation. Marvel Tokon.
Beast of Reincarnation looks good. I will say that.
Yeah.
That one, yes.
Beast of
Yeah, that's what
I forgot about that already.
That's
Yeah, I
what. That's
forgot
what.
about
And so that's all they got so far. You know, with some they don't have the Phantom Blade comes out in September and Wolverine comes out. Hey, have y'all noticed that Phantom Blade didn't budge?
About what? What for release
Phantom
date?
Phantom
From
Phantom
release
Blade,
date?
yeah, Phantom Blade comes out a week from Wolverine.
Oh shit!
They did not budge. It's like they said they said
They
they're
know they
ready to
pay.
go toe to toe.
That's a Chinese developer, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they're gonna make their
Well,
money.
they're
off
kind of
of it.
set in their dates. If you remember what happened with
Black Myth
With the-
Wukong.
Like
yeah.
that, yeah. They're gonna make their money.
they're
with their
set. They're like
brand.
that's our dates. We're sticking with it.
Well,
You know why?
Black Myth Wukong. That's Sun Wukong's birthday. That's why.
Right.
Well, there's that with Black Myth, but I think the other reason why, and that's why it's happening in this game, because it's really a Chinese game. We're just privileged to have it too. It doesn't matter to them if it sells here or not. Well, I'm sure they wanted to, of course, but I'm saying we are not there.
They're not gonna
primarily-
dance around other games.
Let's not act like it was ever a big deal, man.
not a
It's
big
like
deal.
this is not Black Myth Wukong backed by Tencent.
Right.
This is a little game that Sony put some money behind. It was a game that looked like a alpha for years. They had been showing it off. Then all of a sudden Sony gets an exclusivity deal with it. Then they put a little money into it, and now they're just putting it out in front of everybody during their showcases. This is not going to be what a lot of people think it is.
Freaking Rockets.
They losing.
And
Did
this
they
is,
lose?
They're tying
They
against
lose
the
to-
Warriors. Come on now. They should have.
Yeah, last I saw, they were down by 2. They should have blown them out. They don't even have Curry.
A couple days ago, I'm like, wow, okay, what happened?
So
to
do y'all play Ace Combat?
Bye and 7.
oh Lord.
You know I play
night.
Ace Combat. You know I'm waiting on that. Somebody needs to get me that as a gift. But shit, if you don't, I'm doing it. Listen, man, I need to
You know
find.
what?
If I got to put my ass on the corner, I need to get
N7's heading out because he has to wake up at 5.
I don't know when it's coming out.
Later
though.
You know
in
what
7.
that
I
mean- you know what
appreciate
that
it.
means?
Thank you.
That means we're
It will
also
be
waiting
here.
too.
Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. This is when we start to
Bro,
This guy on-
Do y'all remember Danger Mouse?
Yeah.
Yes.
They got a game coming out this year.
Shut up.
Yep, but
Is it
it's only on
gameplay?
PC, Switch, and PC, Switch, and
I
PlayStation.
got my ROG.
Oh, there's a game that's coming out a week earlier than they said. I
Danger
forget what it was.
Mouse game.
I think they have
So-
pushed it back a week, and now it's coming
Okay.
back earlier.
And then some more JRPGs. You got this Daya,
Daya.
Danganronpa.
Thing in
Did any of y'all try those? Did any of y'all try those when those were in Game Pass?
No.
Danger Mouse.
Yeah,
No.
I bought them all.
Look, it's Danger Mouse.
Oh,
So-
dude. Yo,
You know,
here's something.
Oh, it's like a
Okay,
beat 'em up
Danger
game.
Totally something random. It's totally something random. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Hey, realist, I feel like this is for you. It's a mouse. But look at it.
It's like a beat 'em up game.
See it?
Yeah, Danger Mouse. Danger Mouse.
Willis, you see in the chat?
Danger Mouse.
Yeah, it's funny.
That
Oh,
illustrates.
in the chat, okay.
Yeah,
so I've been enjoying Spider-Man
Oh,
Remastered.
that's tight.
that's tight, right? That's your type of thing. That's what I thought of you. Pause.
That's tight.
No, so I've been enjoying the Spider-Man Remastered, and I just had a thought, and I want to wait. I want to wait until Blade comes out because I want to see how they do it. But somebody needs to do a Daredevil game.
But it has to be
Man,
good. Like they
Hey.
need to take inspiration from Sifu and stuff with the fighting, right?
Yeah, they need it. There needs to be a Daredevil.
And it needs some originality to it as well. Though, don't just ape the Batman situation and just do that. No, you gotta.
No.
gotta
I'm talking
be-
about they need to do it based off the comics, not off of
Yeah.
the.
Or
I love the show. I love the show. Don't get me
It
wrong.
was, it was one scene. They never cut away. You know, he takes lumps as much as he gives them.
Okay, so you've seen the show, right?
Yeah.
And
the show. They're coming out with a new season, I think.
and
this
Kingpin,
month?
I had no idea. And I mean, I should have caught it, but I didn't. But I guess because it's been so long since I last saw Full Metal Jacket. But that's the one that offs himself. Kingpin
Mhm.
is that guy.
Yeah, he's a great actor, man.
I
Bro,
didn't.
he's been in a lot of movies.
He
man.
has, yeah.
Yeah, that's what do you call him? Fat Body.
What's it called?
Mm-mm.
What, did he call him
Lawrence.
Kyle?
Lawrence. Private Powell, but he called him a disgusting fat body. Why
Yep.
can't you have donuts in the locker, Private Powell?
But when he
Because
discovers
it's
it, was cracks me up like,
because
what?
it's unsanitary, sir. No, Private
Who
Powell.
plays
It's
Kingpin
because
really
you are
good,
a
though?
disgusting fat body. That's why.
Oh.
You know what I'm gonna do? All of you are gonna work off. So they had to do the push-ups for him while he ate the donuts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Oh, one of the greatest
That was
movies
crazy.
ever.
By
And
the
then
way,
his ass-
that I've
Rock
been
or
told
whatever it
by
was.
family members. I'm from a military family. They're like, as crazy as that movie is,
It ain't far from the truth.
it ain't far from well, maybe not
What it
It
today,
is now.
but back when my mom and my dad served, it wasn't that far off. Like,
No. My dad was a drill sergeant, and because I used to watch it all the time because he was my hero. You know, I used to sit around watching Full Metal Jacket. I didn't want to be a Marine. I wanted to join the SEAL. I wanted to be a SEAL, so I wanted to join the Navy just to be a SEAL, right?
I don't want to be.
And he was like, and I was like, Daddy, is this what it's really like? He was like, well, son, not anymore. But when I came up, that's the way it was. He said, now they get a white. He said, now they get a white flag when they get tired.
I think in the 80s or 70s, 80s when my dad served, it was like that. And then one thing I noticed, my buddy in the late 90s, I went to Pendleton for his Marine graduation. And I kid you not, Realist, there was people in his class. I'm like, how in the hell did you make past the Crucible? Like, they're out of shape. Like, I mean, maybe they're in better shape than they were when they first got in, but I'm like, dude, how in the hell did you make it? Like, I still don't know how to this day. Like you look like you've been eating donuts.
Oh,
The other guys look like they've been starved to death. You
Yeah,
look like
did
you've
I-
been eating donuts. How in the hell did you make it?
did I tell
You
you that
know.
my 15-year-old asked me, he said, what do you think if I go in the military?
Good luck to you, son. That's what I
What'd
told
you
mine.
say?
He asked me this is like maybe a few months ago. He goes, what do you think if I joined the military? And I'm like,
Wow.
I said, talk to your Uncle Mark because he's in the Navy.
Yeah.
I was like, why don't you talk to your Uncle Mark and see what he thinks? Because I can't speak. I don't know anybody in the military other than your grandpa who's been out forever, right? And then Uncle Mark, which I know he's still in the Navy, and see what they have to say. And that's
I was in that same situation 25 years ago, and I asked 4 family members that were served or serving, and they all told me, don't go.
Don't go.
Don't go. No, they say. Well, let me put it this way: they say don't go. They prefer that. They said They most of them told me that you're more talent. You have too much talent. You can be successful doing something else unless you really want to serve. But they all told me that if you are going to go, you need to understand something. They are not loyal to you. They will not be loyal to you. You are just another number to them, and you will get screwed one way or the other if you're fine with that.
Just
That's
like in
what
corporate.
they did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You are just another number. So I didn't go. And then one told me, he goes, damn it, all of us had a GI Bill to get our education. None of us got it. Can we at least get one college grad in our family? And I'm like, okay. So I ended up being the first college grad in our family.
That's how they did you.
That's funny.
Yeah. And then but everybody said the same thing. Even my own mom, she's like, you will get screwed. It's a guarantee. How bad they screw you, it depends up to you. It depends on you, but you will get screwed. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, they lost.
Yeah, they lost. Some rando had 26 points.
Of course,
Some
they
dude
did.
I never heard of.
Of course they did against the Rockets. Yeah.
What seed are y'all at right now?
What?
Probably like the 4th.
Y'all 4 seed? Okay.
Yeah, third or
Well,
fourth.
the Lakers, man, everybody jumping on Luka now. Like, he
Well,
doesn't
listen,
play
bro.
defense. And I'm like,
They
That's
just
been-
whooped the
that's
Warriors'
been
ass
known.
the other day. What are you
It's been
talking
known
about?
since he was a Maverick. He doesn't play
Yeah.
defense.
Bro, Luka Ben Buns, bro. Look, I
What
like
happened to
I like
him?
to watch him on basketball, but he got a problem. Like I like it when LeBron is the dominant player because he knows how to control the game. Luka knows how to get his shot off, and he's like Steph Curry. Steph Curry's not necessarily a general. He's a guy that attracts so much attention that somebody's open. He knows how to hit him with. He knows how to pass it. Luka the same way. If he's covered so tough, and then sometimes there's no shot he doesn't like. But you got to play defense, bro. Luka will never win a championship unless somebody
Anyways, I'm
better,
laughing at the Laker fans.
unless somebody better than Luka comes in, they're not winning a championship.
I'm laughing at the Laker fans, right? Because they're like starting to snicker and all that. And one thing I remember when the Lakers, they were all excited. And you remember when Luka was doing all those exercises and he got himself in shape before the season, and all the Laker fans like, oh dude, Mavericks pissed him off with the trade, he's gonna come out like gangbusters, look, he's in shape. And I'm like, dude, he did the exact same thing with the Mavericks 2 years ago. By the end of the season, he's gonna look like Chunky Womp Womp, and right now he looks like Chunky Womp Womp, man. He is not in the same shape that he was at the beginning of the season, because you can't do that. You're on the road all the time, and it's like, I'm like, you know what you get with Luka. He's not gonna stop anybody.
He's like James Harden, bro. Like,
yep.
If Kobe was alive, if Kobe, nah, Harden probably got more hair on his face than Luka got on his head. But like, if
not on top of his head.
If Kobe, James Harden got a mohawk, but like,
what? No, you got a bald spot.
James Harden.
He's always had some sort of mohawk.
He ain't bald, dude.
Had a big one.
I thought he had a bald spot. But last time, listen, I'm not heavy into basketball. Y'all know.
Oh no, yeah, his hairline is receding, but he got braids.
Yeah, he's in his late 30s too. So I mean, he's near the end. I saw LeBron break a dunk, and I'm like, dude, it's time. Dude, he tried to do this windmill from behind, and I'm like, oh, and he just totally ate the rim, and I'm like, oh god, I don't want to see you like this, LeBron. Like, people are like, well, he needs to go to Cleveland. I'm like, why? Why?
Well, I mean, that's his hometown, and if he can come in, dude, look, he's not what he was, but you got dudes that are 22, 27 that can't put up 27 and 7, bro.
I agree, but it's just watching him and knowing what he was. I don't like seeing any great start depreciating like that, because it's only going to get worse. Doesn't get better.
Yeah,
it's like when they talk about Mayweather, this Mayweather fight. I have no interest in watching Pacquiao Mayweather.
Man, nobody watching that. But I still think that if he went to Cleveland and ran the second unit, that's a big deal.
Yeah, I think it's time. I saw him the other day because he's going bald again, right? And I'm like, dude, he looks like Karl Malone in the older years. And I'm like, I was like, can't do that, man. It's time, LeBron. It's time.
You know what time it is too?
Oh, anybody. And the Lakers don't even want him there anymore. The Lakers don't even want him there.
You know what time it is? Time to go too, man.
Time to go.
We have fun.
This was a good show.
This is a good one.
I didn't interrupt Realist that much.
No,
a little bit. So
he didn't say that. Can I talk?
Yes, you did. No, he didn't say that.
No, he didn't say that.
Y'all were doing pretty good, man. Not about the cutting off. Like y'all, like these were some good topics. But I've been more active on Twitter. I've been on YouTube. And so, like, I've been giving my thoughts all over the internet. It was interesting to hear what you guys have to say about this, because, like, common sense would say, that the leadership of Sony and PlayStation cannot tell investors that we're going to expand and sell games off console. Why would they need to get on there and talk about how MLB The Show has made more money than it's ever made, how Helldivers sold almost half as much as PlayStation has, with not even half the amount of consoles being sold? Like, why are they hyping this up? And then they say, "Oh, that money that we were talking about on the last investor call, yeah, we don't want it anymore."
Nah, we don't want it. We don't want more money.
You know what I mean? Like it makes no sense. None, but it's wishful thinking on the behalf of console wars, which I understand. Like, I was there too, but if it was me, I burn it all down. Hey, no games. If they won't buy them on Xbox, they're not buying them on PlayStation. Because see, this is the thing: if you get an exclusive that everybody wants, it's gonna do well. It's gonna do well. Like when PlayStation brings out a God of War, or a Spider-Man, or a Last of Us, they know it's gonna do well. When Xbox brings out a Forza, a good Halo, a good Gears, a good Forza game, they know it's gonna do well. If Bethesda is Bethesda and they bring out a great Fallout or a great Elder Scrolls, it's gonna do well. It's like, it's no secret to what people actually want.
Yeah.
So if you like these games that they used to compete for exclusivity, like Dawn of the Dawnwalker, I'm pretty sure that they would want that. Like Crimson Desert, I'm pretty sure they want that, right? Grand Theft Auto, if Sony could get Grand Theft Auto exclusive, they would. Xbox had it. You know what I mean? Like they would. So that they would go for these games, but if it's a good game on your platform, it's going to be a good game on other people's platform, especially day one. Fable has no business being on PlayStation day one.
Wait till Starfield sales. And all the people that bitched and moaned about that game, how it sucks and all that, they're going to be loving it up when it's on PlayStation.
but see, the thing about Starfield is, if that leak is true, that it's coming out before the 2.0, which I think makes no sense. Because it really does need to update. As much as I love the game, there was a lot left to be desired, and they shouldn't put it out with version 1 if there's a version 2 right around the corner. So that leak might be bullcrap too, unless there really is no 2.0.
I don't think there is a 2.0, because I think Howard commented on that and said there wasn't a 2.0.
Listen,
Okay.
Before we go, 2 things I want to say. Number 1. Fuck you, Dreamcast guy, for saying, it looks so bad with all the ones that he think of the logo, and now everybody's dunking on him on Twitter.
He's already got a video on it.
Yeah.
He's talking about it looks
so bad.
It looks bad. I'm like, we don't even know what it looks
like. Talking about. All I showed was a logo on a black screen. That's number 1. Number 2. Fuck you, Apple, with your MacBook Neo. They took the chip from my phone that I bought last year with 1 less GPU core and put 8 gigs of RAM. And all the Apple bros try to defend this shit, right? Listen. What they did was they needed an excuse to increase the price of the MacBook Air. That's been increasing slowly over time for a while now. It used to be $800, but I think it used to be cheaper than that, right? But they kept increasing the price. Now the base model is like $1099. That's without the Touch ID and all of that. Even this one, right? It's the same chip that's in my 16 Pro Max that I bought last year, the A18 Pro, but it's missing one of the GPU cores mine does. So my phone is more powerful. Well, the last one I had before this was the 6S Plus, and I had it all that time, right? But my main phone is the Android, but I always had an iPhone as well. But I was way behind until last year.
My mom was iPad's $599. I thought that was a decent price.
But my point is, people are making. I'm seeing all the tech bros online making all these excuses for that's 8 gigs of RAM in 2026 in a laptop. The fuck out of here. And I'm seeing the comments too. Everybody trying to push that narrative because Apple, drinking the Kool-Aid, and people are pushing back on them. But fuck Marcus Brownlee, all these dudes on YouTube doing this shit, lying to people.
Dude, PlayStation fanboys wish they were Apple guys. Really? Apple guys are totally.
Apple guys are worse than Nintendo and PlayStation, whatever you want to say about PC.
They are, dude.
They're in that reality distortion field nonsense. Be like, bro.
They act like Apple creates everything on stuff that Android had 4 or 5 years earlier. Like, you see what Apple created? I'm like, dude, are you kidding me?
Yes, and the bonus thing I will say, watch The Pirates of Silicon Valley. It was a TV movie on TNT, and it's still the best movie on the subject of the early days of Apple, Microsoft, and all that shit. Go watch that movie. Wow, chef's kiss. I'm telling you.
Right.
But yeah,
Is
bro.
there any
like, this
other
was
on your
wild.
FU list you got to add?
No, it was just those two today. I mean, I got many more, of course, always, but those are the two things that was on my mind. I just
Yeah.
what Dreamcast guy did, but everybody's dunking on him too. Everybody's dunking on him. But like, what do you mean bad? What bad?
Like,
All they showed was a logo
How
for 8
does
seconds.
people think they like? I don't know how people follow him.
And he gets viewed.
I
This is
think
what I'm
it's.
saying.
I think
The
he's
bullshit
now
that's out there.
accepted the role of the parody guy now. Like he's just going to be the parody.
No. Listen, he knows he's saying
What?
bullshit because we know he said that to Paris straight up, and Paris was about to
Oh.
fuck him up that second time, right? But everybody knew he was talking about. Everybody knew that Paris was talking about him that first time without him saying his name, right? He's just doing it for what it is. This dude sold his old PlayStation to his girlfriend. Like, well, I don't even know what kind of woman would fuck with a dude like
He
that.
took his girlfriend for a ride, man.
Yeah, but
still
I
think
don't know.
that's
But then
hilarious.
this says about a lot about her that she isn't even dealing with a loser. That's a
We're
literal
talking about
loser.
Louisville
Did you see
here.
the steak picture, Tick? Did you see the steak where you cooked a steak
Oh,
on the
and
grill?
he's in Texas with y'all motherfuckers.
Yeah,
He's in
that's
Texas with y'all
that should
niggas.
be a
Like
that
that's
should
on
be a
y'all.
he
That's one
overcooked
of
the
your
steak
guys.
and it was like gray.
Yeah.
He
Bro.
had thumbs up. I'm like, are you kidding me, dude? That's like a
Bro.
capital offense down here.
Yeah, man. That's just like the meth he must have burned that one time and got super mad about it.
Oh my god, man! I have to show that to you, Tech. It's somewhere out there in Twitterverse. Like it shows up every once in a while. He cooked on a traditional grill, like one of those old school grills,
Yeah.
and it's the steak is like it's like a T-bone that's like gray.
Gross.
It's like what a waste. I showed it to Sick, and I'm like, do you know how much money that is wasted right there?
Those steaks look so thick and beautiful. And when he showed the raw pictures of them, I think, or at least it was more on the table in the
He
same
said
shot.
he
You could
likes the
see what
Yeah,
thickness.
it was him and some
Bro.
other redneck.
And you
picture.
seen, I've shown y'all pictures of steaks I be having. You know, I know what to do. And bro, oh my!
Let me
All
tell
right,
you something.
man, let's go.
No one cooks their steak like that.
Good night,
Down here.
everybody. Bye bye.
Good night, everybody.
And we'll see you next time. Adios.